Can you hear me there? The following is a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network. I'm doing good, Chris. I think that we may have a little bit of a connection here. We may get you to call me right back here and see if we can hook up again. Is that okay?
That's fine. I'll call you right back.
Call me right back, please. Thank you.
All right,
Bye. Okay. Yeah, I think that will work there. Sorry. Are you there? Okay. Well, that's not coming together like it's supposed to here. It worked a while ago, didn't it? Let me take that off of here. And we are hooked into this. We apologize, folks. We're trying to get some sound here working, and we're going to see if we can change this up here. 1 second. How's that work out?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, we're good there, but don't think we're going to be able to use that charger thing there. But that's okay. We'll figure something out.
Oh, shoot.
That's all right. We'll be okay. We'll figure something. We'll get rock and roll.
Okay. That's cool. And I guess now that we've done our warm up and our sound check here at the beginning, we can go on and do some business with some ads, and you can play some of these interviews to get people up to date on what's going on.
All right, we will do that, and then we'll get back to you here shortly, and we'll see if we can check out a couple of things there. All right? So
super deal.
All right, here we go.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney-Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
We say thank you to the sponsors that make this tennis broadcast possible. They include Sharon Nelson Medical, Texas Glacier Ice and Water, Bounds Insurance, Center Glass, Aurora Concepts, and Cornerstone Balance and Therapy.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here as we get ready for the bi-district tennis matches going on today. We have a lot of doubles here, and we'll get it to screen up here. We're going to be adjusting that as we go along. We appreciate everybody checking us out, and we got Chris on the line back and forth as we go through here today, and we may have a little bit of an issue with a long phone call, but we're going to be okay here. But we've got a lot of things going on in our player talk. And a lot of the Wright Chrysler Dodge, the pregame show is brought to us by Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We have our player talk that is coming up here. And the good folks at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, I'll tell you what, they have a great selection of new and used vehicles. A great service department there as well. Get on down there and check them out. They have an awesome staff down there that can help you with all kinds of questions. I promise they're not going to let you leave the lot unless you know everything about your new or used vehicle. That's at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep as we're on the pregame show. How about we get down here and we talk to, let's see, we have some player talk. Is what Chris has here, so we're going to go on with that. So we'll be back after that here on NETSN.
Here we are with the number one guy and number one girl in the center tennis team as they start by district play. Where was that your highest seeding last year?
Last year I was third on varsity.
Where were you last year ranking-wise?
I started off at number 6 and then made my way up to number 3 as well.
So in 3 semesters, you've gone from 6 to 1. Whoa. Okay, well, tell me about that journey and how much better do you think you are now than you were then?
I think I've gotten a lot better, like strategy-wise, and it was really challenging and everything, having to like play multiple different people and adapt to different ways of playing, but
okay.
I'm on my way up.
Good, yeah. Congratulations. It's more of a strategy thing. What about you? In what ways are you better now than you were this time last year?
Well, I did a lot of improvement with my serves and mainly my footwork too. I also had the challenging of going through multiple people who play with different play styles.
Yeah.
And that's something I've managed to overcome.
Okay. Feel more pressure being number one, or is it kind of less pressure because you're not playing those last games like some of the 5 or 6 seeds might feel? Which is it?
It's more pressure.
Okay. And you kind of probably want it more. You're a junior though.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are?
I'm a senior this year.
All right, great. So that's where the leadership is. Thank you for your time and good luck today. When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think?
Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here. It is bi-district tennis action we got going on today. Center will take on Madisonville. We'll keep you updated on some scores. We have a couple of different folks out there in Bullard, I believe, is where Chris and everybody is, and we'll be keeping you updated on the scores throughout the afternoon. And we're going to try to get as much of this in here because I know I've got to bounce out of here at about 4:15 or so because I've got to head to the Coliseum because we got volleyball action going on today for the Center Rough Riders, Lady Rough Riders as well. But right now we're in pregame time, so let's keep moving things right along here. We have our coach talk coming up here, and so we'll have that coming on, and then we'll just keep moving right along. We'll get to Chris here in just a little bit as things are starting to come together there as the teams are starting to get out on the courts, get themselves warmed up, and we'll be on to that here just shortly. But right now we're in pregame time, brought to us by Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Here's our coach talk.
Hey, Coach, welcome. Congratulations back to the playoffs. This is the bi-district round, but let's look backwards. Tell me about your journey since August.
Every season, every new year, it's kind of a question mark where we're going to be at.
Right.
And so I feel like we have exceeded expectations.
Okay.
We're a pretty young team. We do have a mixture of seniors, 2 senior boys, 2 senior girls, but I want to say the majority of this crew are sophomores.
Okay, that's just
with a sprinkling of a junior here, there, and a freshman here or there. But so we have the leadership with the seniors, and then we have this up-and-coming crew that have put in the time and effort over the summer, and it's starting to show. It's really starting to show.
A lot of those sophomores are pretty good players.
A lot of them are, and so I know they have high expectations.
Good.
So it's for me. I want them to realize that we've come a long way, but let's just try to stay focused on one step at a time.
Right.
Because sometimes I think they feel like they're ready to take on the world.
Yeah.
Where we're not quite there yet, but we're getting close.
Okay. Sweet. That's a good report. What do you expect from a good coach like Leon Dykes? Well, to get you prepared, to have all the basic skills taken care of, and all of the eventualities at least covered, so that you will be ready for the future. That's what they do at JBA Financial. They evaluate today and get you prepared for tomorrow. That's why it makes sense for JBA Financial to support Center Rough Rider Tennis.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
And we are back here, and we're going to check back in with Chris over in Bullard. And Chris, how about some updates and that injury report going on over there?
Injury report is actually a real thing today. We have arguably our best guy player. I think he is line 2, but any given day he could be the best player. Blaine Gaddy had a wrist bone injury, or maybe it's not even an injury; it's more of a condition. And it's pretty rare, but he had surgery on it. He won't be available for team tennis this year. So that's a shame, because when you were in the spring, we broadcast their doubles, Ryder Moody and Blaine Gaddy. You may remember, and they just dominated. But he's unavailable for duty this year, which hurts the cause. So that's the injury report. Tennis people are big into warming up. So almost every one of the doubles teams are now serving to each other during their service warm-ups. One game has already started. I think line 1 girls have already line 2 girls have already started their match. So we're getting close to getting started across the board. I'll hand it back to you to finish up the Wright Chrysler pregame.
All righty, yeah, we're going to send it back here, and we got a little bit more talk from the coach, and we'll get right back to it here on NETSN.
So today brings us to the first round, and it seems like we either play Madisonville or we play in Madisonville. They seem to be a big part of our October.
Yes.
The Madisonville Mustangs, what are you facing?
They have returners that, they're in our spring district, so we got to see a good bit of them in the spring last year. And so they have their top 2 boys are returners, meaning they're coming back. Yeah. And one of them won the district in boys singles, and the other one finished second in mixed doubles. They will be lines 1 and 2. They kind of go back and forth. So we know at the top, they're tough. But then from 3, 4, 5, 6, I feel like we are right there. It's going to be close, tough matches all the way down. Same thing on the girls' side.
Okay.
We are going to be matched up pretty evenly, top to bottom, with Madisonville, and it's going to come down to, who can pull out some of those closer matches, who can pull out those super tiebreakers if we split sets, because I feel like that's what it's going to all boil down to.
So you're expecting a
close
battle down to the end.
Last year was 10-9 us. The year before was 10-9 them. So history shows that we match up quite closely.
Okay. So that means that some of your line 5 and 6 are going to still be playing with the game on the line.
Could be. Could be down to a freshman's racket. You never know.
That makes it exciting.
It does.
NETSN and Pineywood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the Riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops in tires, now expanding their service.
And Covington Lumber, your third generation supply store and lumber yard.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here, and on with us still is Chris is out there in Boulder getting ready for the bi-districts, and see, you got some keys to the game there, Chris? Is that where you're going?
I do. Every match has its own key, right? I mean, as people play individual matches with individual strengths and weaknesses, so I don't really know what those are, but I know that the key to winning by district is for our players from lines 3, 4, 5, and 6 to win most or all of theirs, because Madisonville's top players are very good. We will play Madisonville. In fact, in spring, Madisonville moves to our district. And so in spring tennis, when it's just individual, last year Madisonville won the district championship with their best players. But in team tennis, it's your whole team. So we're particularly paying attention to the games that don't have a 1 beside their name. So that's the keys to the game, Ray Jones Chevrolet, and he would also love for you to come by and see the keys to a Chevrolet or a pre-owned vehicle right on Highway 96 North as you leave town. Thank you very much to Ray Jones Chevrolet. All right, Larry, I'll hand it back to you, and then we'll get ready to get this thing started.
That sounds good. And, we got a pregame wrapping up here. We are at the bi-district championships for the Center Lady Rough Riders and the guys. So it's a lot of teams going on over there. Got doubles, and we have singles going on as well. Madisonville, like Chris says, is very, very good. And a big thank you to all the good folks who helped bring us the broadcast here today. And we're going to wrap up the pregame here, and then we'll get right back to it. Get you ready for that bi-district action. It's all coming up. Stay with us. We're going to be updating the scoreboard, make sure everybody's names are on there right as well. That's all coming up here on NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Hello, Rough Rider fans. Your Center Team tennis team takes on Madisonville today. The Rough Riders have had a good season. They're the number 1 seed coming into the bi-district round. A sophomore-heavy unit for Coach Dykes. His team comes in today against the Madisonville Mustangs. They're the 4th seed in a brutal district. The last time these two teams played last year in bi-district, Center edged out Madisonville 10-8. The Mustangs looking for a big upset. It's the Rough Riders. It's the Mustangs in the bi-district championship, brought to you by Hughes Florist and Gifts. We'll bring you the Shelby Savings Bank First Serve next. Whatever reason you need flowers, Hughes is the place. For seasonal bouquets or for special events. for weddings, or for just because. Hughes Flowers and Gifts is your headquarters. They bring you this broadcast of Bi-District Tennis, and they're proud of the district champion Center Rough Riders. Bring a little color to your world with Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
All right, folks, we are back here, and thanks to the Right Across Your Dodge Jeep for our pregame and all of our wonderful sponsors. I'm going to send it back out here to Chris as we get things started. We're going to start updating the scoreboard here as we're through pregame, make sure we have all the lines and names right. And, Chris, what's happening out there? You talk about the girls going on. What's going on?
Yep, the Shelby Savings Bank first serve happened about, 5 minutes, 10 minutes ago on court, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, court 6. The girls line 2 with center, that is Emmy Wolf and her partner Landon. That is Alicia Landon. They got started first, and they are off to a great start. They've won the first 3 games, and they're really doing well. 3-0 in that game. Over on the other, on court 7, is the line 3 girls. That's Ramos and Rojas. And they dropped the first game. I think that's where it stands, at 0-1 there.
Okay,
so that's the line 3 girls is currently Madisonville 1, Center 0, with Ramos and Rojas down 1 game there.
So it's not Kinley and Ramos, it's Ramos and Rojas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Kinley is the first name of Kinley Ramos.
Ah, okay, and she, let me get these on here. So we'll do Ramos / Rojas.
Yeah, and then the
Rojas. Okay.
And
they're up. What was the score?
They are over there. They're up in the third. That when they're down 0-1.
Okay.
To get started, they're fighting that second game, and then the line 1 girls, I think they have started 0-2. Okay, so Madisonville leading 0-2 in the line 1. That's with Bennett and Naring, and that's where we will start our play-by-play. Is Bennett serves and gets a good deep serve, and she serves it. First one, the return is deep, and so the line 1 ladies down 2 games win the first point of the third game with Autumn Bennett serving. Hope Naring, her partner up at the front. Bennett's first serve is beautiful, but a great backhand for the Madisonville player. Hits the corner, and Autumn didn't even try. It was just such a perfect shot, 15-all. Her first serve at 15-all, a little wide to the right. Second serve in. Oh, good return. Naring gets to it, but the return back is low and right at Naring's knees. Not much she could do. Good shot from the up player who takes it off the bounce, off the quick volley, and puts it right back at Naring's lower quarter. Perfect shot, so it's 15-30 for the Riders here in the line 1. Good serve, hits the net. So she'll get to do that again. Repeat her first serve. As our line 1 ladies needing to win, down 0-2. That means they're down a break. Hope started with her serve, didn't work out for her. Madisonville holds on their serve. Now this is the third game, 15-30. Autumn with the first serve again. Big serve, a little bit deep, close. And second serve is over. Good backhand. Hope makes her pay, gets it back. Autumn comes up, puts it to the backhand. Deep return out. Well played by the ladies. 30-all. Okay, so on this critical line one with Bennett and Aaron, she's serving now 30-all to the deuce side. Bam, good backhand return. Autumn puts it back to her. Oh, Hope went for it, lunged for it, missed. Autumn gets to it, but it's a defensive shot, and it's returned big by the up player. Hope can't do really anything but swing at it. So she made the lunge for the shot, missed it. Autumn recovered, but it was a defensive shot, and Madisonville made them play. So it's game point, 30-40. Autumn's trying to serve to stay in the game. Already down 0-2. Big serve in. Good return. Bennett gets it back. Oh, the up player was in the right spot and made her pay. Madisonville's top two are good, Larry. And it is now 3-0 Madisonville at the line one. Bennett nearing down 0-3. Changing channels now. The line two girls are up about 3 games. Playing their 4th game. And this is Wolf and Landon. And as I walk up there in a long rally, back and forth, won by the Madisonville gang. But, well, that was a really good rally. This is I don't know, it looks evenly matched, but the Rough Riders are clearly up on the scoreboard here in the line two. Wolf and Landon. Landon to receive the serve. First serve is in the net. Landon to receive it. It's the ad court. It's a little baby serve. Landon lobs over the front lady. Allowed back, but not enough. Big, tall Amy Wolf, just like in the volleyball, at the net, makes him pay as she spikes it. So an easy point for the Lady Riders. They're in line two. Over next door on court 5, the line 1 is at a break, and they're getting coached up. But here we go as this point continues. Oh, Emmy Wolf, after the return, move forward. Backhand kill shot at the net, goes into the net. And the Lady Riders drop that game as they go now between segments. Let's see what the door scoreboard. Okay, the Lady Riders split that time. It's 4-1 here at line 2. So Lady Riders up 4-1 in that one. We got one more to check on over here on the girls' side. It is the line 3, a critical one for the Riders. Currently, line 3, Ramos and Rojas, they are down 1-2. They split games there in that second exchange. And that's good for them. Okay. The serve from Madisonville, it's a weird-looking serve. It's more of a cross punch more than an overhead. It throws Rojas off her game, and her shot gets over, but it's punished by the back player, the service player. So Madisonville wins at this point. Another strange serve. The pitch of the serve goes to about the shoulder. Second serve about like the first one. Back and forth. Rojas tries to lob it, gets it over the up player. Nice backhand. It's put away by Ramos, who puts it in such a place that all a Madisonville player can do is lunge. Got her racket on it, but not enough. So the Lady Riders win this one. Down 1 game. And I walked up while this game was already going, so I'm not sure what the score is of the game. But so far, they've split points. Nice serve to backhand. But Rojas, what a great shot by Ramos. To her backhand, she put the backhand return, which for me, that is a defensive shot at best. Ramos puts an offensive, beautiful cross court all the way in the corner, and it is a perfect return service winner. So now Madisonville serving to Rojas. Rojas and Ramos. Good backhand return to the server. And she cross courts again. Madisonville gets it back. Now the lob way into the backcourt, and it's too much. The lob from the Riders a little bit too far, so they lose that point. I've seen 4 points, and they're even, so I'm guessing it's deuce. Well, that's going to the ad court, so I'm going to say this is ad one way or the other. Low toss, serve is effective, back to the up man. Ramos gets it back to the up man and wins the point. 2 shots from Ramos, one to the forehand, one to the backhand of the up player. The second one is a winner. The Rough Riders win that game. Let's see the score. They win both of them, so they have flipped the score here in line 3. It's 3-2 Lady Riders. In the line 2 game, it is 4-1. That's Wolf and Landon. And in the line 1 game, it's 0-3. That's where we leave the ladies as we take a break and we go across the whole court to look at the guys. This is brought to you by Hughes Florist and Gift. We appreciate their generous sponsorship of the by-district round. We'll be back after we hear from sponsors.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here, and I think I'm getting some of these good here. I'm going to make sure I'm with you on this, Chris. Okay, we're going to go on the guy's side here. We have Acosta Moody, and that's line 1. What in Payne and Harold is line 3 is what I have. Who's in line 2 there?
Line 2 is Harold and Payne.
Line 2 is Harold and Payne. Okay.
Yeah.
So then line 3 would be
Pletcher and Kugler.
Okay. So let's change this around here. Let's make sure that we got everything right here. I'm going to get this.
Yeah, and I don't know that we have anyone reporting score on that one, unless it's the scorekeeper next door.
Okay.
I'll get you an update based on the scoreboard. Rough Riders are up 2-1 early in the line 3 game.
And that is, say those names again.
Pletcher, Pletcher, and Kugler, Cougler.
There we go. Okay. And they're up 2-1.
Up 2-1.
Okay.
And serving. Yeah.
Okay. I got. I don't have a score on Payne and Harold, but Acosta Mooney is down 2-1 is what I have.
And it looks like the line 2 is up 2-1. So we have 2 boys up 2-1.
Okay.
And then our line 1 struggling 1-4. But we knew that was possible because this is the strength of the Madisonville team. Is certainly their number 1 and number 2 are almost interchangeable.
Okay.
Based on what time of the year it is, one of them will be 1 and one of them will be 2. They're constantly back and forth. I think they are their own best competition. Mm-hmm. So we'll start out looking at a little bit of what's going on here with this match. The boys line 1 for center. That's Acosta and Moody. Currently, Madisonville is serving, and it was a second serve. Acosta, our number 1, had an idea with the return, but left it short, and that was the end of that game. So my guess is it's 5-1, Madisonville leading in the line 1 game. In both games, like we kind of predicted, line 1 is ahead for Madisonville. Acosta's first serve is a beautiful one, way to the backhand, but he goes and gets it, and the lob back goes to the up man. He lets it bounce, and he puts a backhand with more pepper on it than the chicken wing contest. It's a very good point for Madisonville, leading 5-1 in the line 1 doubles. With Blaine Gaddy, watching the action. This is probably where he should have been. Good serve. Great point by Ryder at the net, reacting. Another one where he barely gets his racket on it. And now the point continues. The defensive lob. Madisonville goes back for it, and it's too long. The defensive, man, play a great point. Lightning fast reflexes, and then center on the lob hits it about 3 inches too far and going down 0-30 with Acosta serve. 2 points away from losing the first set. Boom, good serve to the backhand. They go and get it. Beautiful alley shot from Acosta as Madisonville's up man moves towards the middle and goes right by him in the alley. The best shot I've seen, best tennis shot of the day, but it's only good for 1 point. Center's down 15-30 in this critical game. Line one of Acosta and Moody. Ryder Moody, who had such great success as a freshman last year in the regional spring tournament. First serve from Acosta, he hits it way too high, way too long. Second serve. And boy, the Madisonville player moving way up to take this serve. Now he moves back a little bit. I think maybe baiting Chris a little bit here. The second serve is also long. That was an easy point for Madisonville. It is set point for Madisonville in line one. And it was, as far as I know, it'll be the first set finish if Madisonville were to win this point. First serve in the net. Second serve here on the deuce side. Big serve, hits the net. He'll do it again. Putting it to the backhand, but the Madisonville player has had no trouble with this backhand. Here you go, too much. Acosta, knowing that a baby serve isn't going to serve him well, tried a little bit more than he had, and that's going to be it. Losing the first set 6-1 for Madisonville. So the first set in the books in the tournament. Meanwhile, let's shift gears over to the line two. That's Payne and Harrell. The scoreboard says at the switchover they are up 3-2. And again, that was the Ray Jones keys to the game. Win lines 2 and 3 if you can. And then singles, win lines 3, 4, 5, and 6 if you can. Over on line 3 with Pletcher and Kungler, the Riders are up 4-1. So that's good news. And there is a break in the action right now as everybody is between sets right now, Larry. So let's take a break as well, and we'll be back. We'll watch a little bit of the line 2 with Harold and Payne for center when we come back.
When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think? Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Alrighty, we're back here as we're chatting with Chris here, and things are going along really good. I think I've got team total right now is 1-0 Madisonville is what I think I've got right now, Chris.
Yeah. As far as the set goes, there's no game finished yet, but only one set that I know of is finished. But over here on the line 2, Zach Payne has served one Ace Hardware Ace. Thank you to Ace Hardware for their sponsorship of all things Rough Rider. Aced him, and then the second serve to the other side it was a service winner as the opponent lunged for it and had such pace on it. Zach's serve was good for winner. His third serve turned into a rally that the Rough Riders also won. So Zach serving at 40 love to win their fourth game, first serve in the net. He and Anthony Harrell, the senior, have played together more tournaments than anybody else, I think, this year, as coach experiments with different combinations. Good serve. Backhand return deep to Zach. Zach runs back for it, hits a big one, but hits it too far. So they lose that one, 40-15. Well, that can't be 40-15 because he's lined up on the ad side. So I'm going to guess then it's 40-30. Big serve to the backhand, lob backhand. Harrell puts it away, does. Hits a hard one, back to the deep man, and all he can do is put his racket on it, hits it way up in the air as a foul ball. So Rough Riders, line 2, on the strength of Zach Payne's service, up 4-2 in their set. Payne and Harrell in the lead. Good service game from Zach Payne. Shifting gears again over to line 3. I just waved to the head coach, Nick Brown, who is showing up to check out the bi-district playoff.
Coach.
Yep, he'll come out and he'll visit with us between doubles and singles. Larry, that's going to be our Coach Nick Brown show today, as I don't think we're going to have one from the pizzeria today. So we'll get our visit with him here during tennis. Okay, back here, line 3.
Looks like I'm getting that Ramos and Rojas won their first set 6-2.
Great. Excellent. Thank you for that update, that scoring update.
Yep.
All of those updates, by the way, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts, our presenting sponsor today. In line 3, leading 4-1 on the scoreboard, we have, I believe that is Kugler serving. Here's his serve. Good serve. Forehand returns, a lob, back to Kugler. Good shot. Nice return. Up man gets his on it. Pletcher hits 2. Able to run them down, though, Madisonville. A defensive lob. Kugler with big shot. A big forehand. But Pletcher gets it back. Back to Kugler, who tees up and hits a big forehand out of bounds. Good point. A lot of action. Center had several chances to put that away. Just couldn't quite do it. Hey, Mom. Which is who here on center?
Phoenix is serving right now, and Timmy's.
And their last names are?
Kugler.
And Pletcher. I got it right. First time I have seen them play in their careers is the new folks. Some of the sophomore-laden talent that the center's going to win with. Not very many schools have sophomores that are as good as centers. So in team tennis, that makes all the difference. Here's the serve. Pletcher's serve to the deuce court, goes into the net. Center leading 4-1. Yeah, as the scoreboard says anyway. Big second serve. Forehand return is wide, so center wins on a service winner. I'm checking the score over here while Kugler gets ready to serve. What's the story over here, y'all? 4-3? Okay. 4-3 center. So they split games here. Line 2, centers lead 4-3, Larry. With Payne and Harold. 4-3. They split games in that exchange. Okay. I missed a point to get that update. And Kugler is serving to the ad court. good serve, a defensive return back to Kugler. He lobs it, lob back over the up man, good backhand, inbounds. They're playing keep away, and it's a little wide on the return to the backhand for Madisonville. So Kugler puts his hand up, which means we win that game. And let's see if they change sides. Doesn't look like they're going to. That means the Rough Riders in line 3, leading 5-1. Over here on the mixed doubles, we lost the first set 1-6. So pretty good job of matching up. It looks like for Madisonville. A lot of times you never know with mixed doubles if it's going to be some of your young players or if you're going to load it with some of your heat. It looks like Madisonville has done that. Yeah, loading it with heat. So for Blake Collard and Zoe Shelton, they dropped the first set 6-1 or 1-6, Larry. So got a set from Madisonville that goes in the win column in mixed doubles.
Yeah, so they had a 6-1 over Collard and Shelton.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I got here. I also see Harold and Payne 4-3 lead. Okay, yeah, we got that one there. Okay, that's good. All righty. Well,
so
go ahead.
What's going on over there with the ladies? They're to my back now. I've lost track.
Like I said, I saw a while ago on the good folks that are keeping us updated. Ramos and Rojas won that first set 6-2. I still have 5-3 Wolf Landon. I have Madison leading Bennett Nearing, but that was the last I got.
Hey, 5-4 in the line 1. I'm looking at it while there's a pause in the men's action. It looks like what the scoreboard says. I'm having to walk up close to it. As they switch, it's 4-3 in line 1. That's surprising. I thought Madisonville already had 5 games. But that's what it says. Rough Riders down 4-3, but they were down 4-0 when I left. So a little bit of a line 1 rally here, Larry. That's good.
All right.
And then I'm heading back to the boys' side because I'd sure like to be there if line 3 is able to finish the set on Madisonville's serve. Up 5-1, the boys. Serve to Kugler is wide. Second serve, good. Kugler gets the backhand, hard return to the server, and the server tries a defensive shot out of bounds wide. So that point for the Rough Riders. Next door in line 2, I watched Madisonville have it's just the dream. Standing 3 inches from the net, the ball is right in front of your face, and you hit it into the net. It is a mistake made so often.
Oh.
You just get so excited that you swing too hard, a little too early, and bam, the ball goes straight down and you lose a point that you should have won. So that works for the Rough Riders as I watched them win that point. Back on line 3, good serve to Pletcher. Pletcher gets it back. Nice cross court that Kugler goes and gets with his forehand, but he puts it into the net. Kugler, as the up player, thought he had an opportunity, put it into the net. Now the serve to Kugler. First serve was big, but it goes to the net. Second serve to the forehand. Big one to the opposite court. Here's a big lob. Can he put it away? He does. Kugler had that same shot, and he made it count. Standing with your toes near the net, and you get to really follow through. And it looks like that's going to do it for the first set there. 6-1, the boys for center win that one.
And that was Payne or Fletcher Kugler.
That's it. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
There you go. Okay.
And as we go to break, we're going to spend a little time with the mixed doubles here in just a moment. But I'm checking in. It's still listed at 4-3 for the center kids.
In the second set of the mixed doubles?
I said Blaine. I've been saying Blaine Gaddy. It's not. It's Bryce Gaddy. Blaine, that's a different member of the family. Bryce, sorry about that. Hey, while I have you here, though, since I got your name right, you know more about this team than anybody but Coach. What have you seen that's good, bad, as you've kind of been following through matches?
Well, the bad things I would say is that I just think we just need to be more aggressive, especially on volleys. And the good thing is that I think we're all pretty positive and pretty consistent.
And the positive thing's important because if if you let bad news get to your head, you're finished.
Right.
Don't feel like that's happening.
I mean, I feel like it has happened, but I mean, we shake out of it.
I hope you're right. So as I go over here to check on line 3, I'm going to stand in between the head coach and the tennis coach. Good service, a little bit late on the return. Zach's return goes wide. Is it 4-3 or is it
5-3?
Okay, so the Riders win the first game in the transfer. Up 5-3 here, trying to close out the set, but it's hard to do when you're not serving. They're trying to break serve. The big serve is good. Harold gets to the backhand. Payne crosses, makes a shot. Oh, the server has a hot one. Beautiful shot from the Madisonville player all the way in the corner. Harold gets to it, but hits it wide. So Madisonville putting up a fight. As they switch courts, it's 5-4 here in the line 2 for boys. Well, Larry, that's a good time to take a break. We'll spend a little time with our mixed doubles team when we come back to the by-district round, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the 4-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. Whatever reason you need flowers, Hughes is the place. For seasonal bouquets or for special events. For weddings or for just because. Hughes Flowers and Gifts is your headquarters. They bring you this broadcast of Bi-District Tennis, and they're proud of the district champion Center Rough Riders. Bring a little color to your world with Hughes Flowers and Gifts. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, we're back here, and Chris got some updates. You're over there checking out some of the mixed doubles now, right? Turn my sound up a little bit. There we go.
Larry, in team tennis, mixed doubles is where the coaches do some of their strategizing. The typical way to do mixed doubles is you've got 8 people on your team. You only have 6 active players usually. So oftentimes your 7th boy and your 7th girl play mixed doubles, and that's the only thing they play. They don't play singles. Well, that's what center has, 2 freshmen, Blake Collard, Zoe Shelton. But if you feel like you may be at a disadvantage, you might schedule some of your better players in that mixed doubles, and they get an easy victory. So that's what happened in the first set. Madisonville's these are not their line 7 player. But I just watched while we were at break a service game for Madisonville, and the 2 freshmen are playing a masterful game of placement tennis. They're not hitting it hard, but when they get to it, they're putting it in the exact right place. Zoe Shelton taking a serve from the guy, gets it back, and Blake Collard puts it away. As Zoe put it to the backhand, not much he could do except for hit it back, and it was a it was a lame duck literally, and Blake put it away. So I mean, they won that game, game 15. I mean, well done. They switched sides in the second set, and let's see what the score is. As they win one, so it's 2-1. Madisonville's still ahead, but they broke a serve, so they're putting up some resistance. That was that's been my favorite game I've watched, Larry, because they really knew exactly what they were doing. Line 3 has won the first set. I don't know what the score was, but they have won the first set. Do you have that?
Pletcher and Kugler, they had 6-1 in the first set. That's what I got told.
Okay, good deal. So they were in control of that one in line 3.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, over here at line 2, it is, when they switched, it was 5-4, and they're still playing. 5-all? Okay, it's 40-love. Zach Payne now serving for the set. It's a big, huge, powerful serve, a little bit long. He'll do it again. Serve has a lot of spin. A defensive return. Zach hits a killer backhand, just hits the tape. That would have won it. But you're at 40-love. Why not take the big chance? Take the big swing. Meanwhile, next door, the line 1 game, Center is up 2-1 in the second one. They're down 1 set, but they're on serve in the second. Zach had to go get a ball, so it's 40-15. As he's serving now to the, 40-15. Big serve, a little bit wide. Second serve for the sophomore. It's in. Forehand return back to Zach. Zach pushes it in the corner. Nice job. Nice forehand lob. Zach takes it over his shoulder. The up guy gets to put it away. Zach's shot was good. It was just not quite far enough to get over the man in the middle, is just kind of waiting for the shot. But that's where you play doubles. You try to give your opponents, if you can't hit it by them, you at least hit it to where it's hard for them to do anything with it, and then you hope that your partner can capitalize. Over next door in line 1, Madisonville just played the most masterful point. All the shots solo to the net. Center boys reacting as best they could. They flipped the score as Madisonville takes the lead 3-2 and 1 in line 1. Over here on the line 2 court, Zach, big serve, back to him. As he hits the return, it goes under the racket of the up man and over the racket of the back man. Great return. And finally, that set is taken care of by Center. So line 1 is down 1 set and down 2-3 in the second. But lines 2 and 3 for the Rough Riders have taken the first set. Over in mixed doubles, they're down 2-1 in the second set after having lost the first one, but they're putting up a spirited defense. So that's what's going on in courts 1 through 4, where the guys and the mixed doubles are. I'm going to make my way over to the girls. We'll probably stay with them until some of these matches are finished. So we'll take a good break, and then we'll come back and we'll stay with the girls for a while here at the Bi-District Round, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank. Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the four-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. At Wayne Christian Financial Services, Wayne and his daughter Liza Christian Furman understand that the financial pictures rarely stay the same, but a thorough understanding and knowledge helps you prepare for the downturns, gives you the strength to support them, gives you the knowledge to navigate your way through the system and turn that arrow back up again. The power's in your hands with Wayne Christian Financial Services. Whatever reason you need flowers, Hughes is the place. For seasonal bouquets or for special events. For weddings or for just because. Hughes Flowers and Gifts is your headquarters. They bring you this broadcast of Bi-District Tennis, and they're proud of the district champion Center Rough Riders. Bring a little color to your world with Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
The last ad.
All right, here we go. Oh, sorry, man. I just did Center Glass. I had to make that up there so we did Center Glass.
Super.
Yeah, there we go.
I
All right, so
appreciate
good folks,
that.
Center Glass. But yeah, we're getting some updates, and I think we got this. Okay, I want to make sure I got this. So Wolf and Landon right now in the ladies doubles, they're up. They won the first set. They're up 2-1. What I'm getting here in the second set. That's where I'm at the girls doubles here so far. So where are you at there, Chris? What's going on?
That's correct. 2-1 is the score. Line one. They put up a defense. They were down 4-1. They came back, but I believe it ended up losing the first set 6-4, 4-6. So line one, Madisonville is up by a set, and they've just started the second set. But the big news is line three. Ramos and Rojas, who were down early, came back with a vengeance, won 6-2. I mean, they were down 2-0 at one point, and they just won all of them. And now
they're up 3-0 now.
And I have an update on that. They're up 4-1.
4-1. Okay.
So that's who I'm watching right now, because if things go well, we'll be able to call a point. You know, I think it has a chance to be the first point of the game, because there's definitely leaders in the other matches, but I don't think any of them are this far along. So we start with Ramos serving. She has a really good serve, but Madisonville gets it right back to her forehand, and Ramos gets a kind of an alligator arm forehand back. It goes into the net, so she'll lose this first point. Rojas' serve to the next lady. It's a good one. The return goes right back to Ramos, who puts it away. The Madisonville girl got to it, but all she could do was just get a racket on it. It went nowhere. So it's 15-all. Nope. Okay, I got to this game late. That was the last point. So I'm not sure what the score was, but the ladies just won it. So it's 5-1 here in the second set. The Center already won the first one 6-2. Madisonville serving to Rojas. A lob backhand. Ramos gets in position. Oh, the Madisonville girl saw her get in position. It made her change her shot, and she netted it. So 1 point for the ladies here in line three. Ramos and Rojas trying to get the first point on the board for the Riders.
And just so you know, Chris, Bennett and Nearing, they lost their first set, and they're down 1-0 here to second.
Okay, thank you. It is a good serve to Ramos. Ramos gets it back. Both Madisonville players playing defense, playing back. So the player on the right, it kind of looks like she's lost interest. She just kind of swung casually, and the ball went way out of bounds. You can just tell by their body language that these particular Lady Mustangs are not feeling it. So love 30, center leading. First serve is wide, almost a casual second serve. Goes in though. Forehand back to the Madisonville player who sets up Ramos beautifully, and it's another one. 3 feet from the net, ball about eye high, and it goes into the net. Just the world's easiest shots. In high school doubles, about a quarter of them defies the odds, defies gravity, defies physics, and you miss them. And I know because I played tennis enough where I've missed a jillion of them. Hey, a good serve from the Madisonville player Ramos kind of surprised her. Has to back up. Her forehand goes into the net, and Madisonville has fought back into this game 30-all. The Riders are 2 points still away from winning the first set, leading 5-1 in the second set. 30-all is the game count. The serve to Rojas. Her forehand. Little drop shot. They get to it. Ramos puts a killer back. The drop shot, Madisonville ran to it, got the ball over the net, but Ramos was waiting like a vulture. Bam. Nothing to do but cry. Well done for the Lady Riders there, and it is match point, leading 40-30. Ramos takes the serve and wins it. We'll have a point on the board. The serve, Lewin in the corner. Ramos gets to it, hits it long. And so, there you go. There was the match point, just like that. Really good serve, right on the tee. I want to say a big thank you, by the way, to the Forge Gym on the square. And I love the fact that during the Poultry Festival, a lot of people waved at the ticket booth and went and worked out during the Poultry Festival at the Forge. Thank you, Dan McCollum. The serve to Rojas. She gets it back to the server's backhand, and it goes into the net, and that will do it. The Lady Riders win the first game of the contest. It's Ramos and Rojas with a 2-set victory.
And they went at 6-1, right?
6-1, 6-2, 6-1.
Sweet. So I get to put a big
Yes.
one under center, right?
Boom! Yeah. That feels good. The ladies at the line 2, centers up 1-0, up 3-2.
Okay, yeah. G2, 3-2 second set. Wolf London. Okay.
They are currently at break.
3-2. Okay. Line 1 is lost first set, 4-6 down 0-1 here in second. That's what I have. Okay.
That's right. I'm going to double check with our scorers here. Is it 0-1 or is it 1-1 or 0-2? 0-1? Okay.
And just hearing that Collard and Shelton are now down a 1-5. So that one.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Looks like mixed doubles is going to be a point for Madisonville. And if things go like it looks like they're going to, the 7 doubles matches are going to be split pretty evenly. Right now, it looks like 4-3 center. It could flip and go 3-4 center, but you want to win doubles, but that doesn't guarantee anything. If you win doubles by more than 1, you feel pretty good, but it looks like it's going to be pretty close. I just watched Hope Nearing make the most beautiful ankle shot at a nearly impossible angle to win a point. Her partner, Autumn Bennett, is serving. This serve, though, the Madisonville girl gets it by Hope on that alley. And as I get up there and watch, that was the last point. So the Lady Mustangs are now up in the second set, 2-0. Won the first set and now up 2-0. I'm going to get a scoring ruling here. They're not doing ads, are they? Deuces. They're just going, no. Okay. I don't think they are. Okay. So here we go. First serve from the Madisonville number 1 seed goes to Hope. Good return right at the feet. Too high on the return, and it's a point for the Lady Riders. Well, that was a good looking return from Hope. It's a low percentage shot, but it's really all she could do. Good serve and a better return. Next serve to our number 1 seed, Autumn Bennett.
Just got updated, Chris, that Collard and Shelton just lost the second set 1-6. So they lose 6-1, 6-1, looks like.
I'm glad I saw the one game that they really put it together. Okay, the first serve to Bennett, good, and they exchange cross-court returns. Hope gets one back to the receiver, and a beautiful shot at the net by Hope, right on the line, and nothing to do but watch it roll. A good point. And in this game, it is trying to break this set, break the serve. They're up 30 love for the Lady Riders, 30 for the server. If you're keeping a score that way, and if they could pick up 2 more points, they would stay on serve. It would be 2-1 in the second, but that you can deal with. Good serve. Hope gets it back. The return brings Hope to the net, but her shot doesn't get by the up girl. Her volley, as she was approaching the net, got intercepted by the net player, and it went right through both players as Hope and Autumn were both coming to the net on offense. So lose that point. 15-30. Serve to Autumn. Oh, she tossed it, decided against it. And now the serve into the net. And this is one of their top seeds, flat-footed serve, all arm. Autumn gets a good shot to the backhand. Autumn is at the net. She put her whole body into it and forgot the footwork. It was all arm, and her kill shot from the service line and went into the fence. Oh, you just hate those. And you feel the adrenaline, and you say, "Oh, I can kill this," and you do. You kill a bird on the fence. 30 all now. Hope to return the serve. Good return to the backhand of the server. Oh, Autumn at the net has to back up. Found herself in a position where she couldn't really play offense and had to play defense. So they've lost 3 in a row now. And she will serve to Autumn for the third game. Going up 3-0, it's so much different than being up 2-1. So the center needs to find a way to return these serves. Not hot serves at all. Flat-footed first serve, all shoulder, and it's deep. Second serve, very similar to the first. It's a pity pat. Autumn takes it, scoops it. Oh, beautiful, right at the line to get it back. Hope makes a nice lob. Here's a lob right back. It bounces. Autumn's able to set up, hit it across. The up man gets it. Autumn gets it back. Nice shot from Madisonville. Oh, good return from Autumn. The up player lunged at it and missed it right into the net. It's deuce. And here's what I was confused about. I ought to know because I think it's a rule, but I don't know the rule. Do you play the deuce points? Do you play no ads?
No ads.
No ads, okay. So that helps move things along. So here it is. Whoever wins this point wins the game in line 1, trying to break their number 1 player. First serve goes in the net. Second serve, pity pat. Autumn takes it back. First up player gets to it. And it's an anticlimactic way for Madisonville to win. The Madisonville up player.
At Watson & Sons, their family.
The most vicious drop shot. Autumn tried to get to it, did, but just couldn't get enough on it. So an accidentally beautiful shot. And it's 3-0 here in line 1. Madisonville, would you have to say, in control there. Take a look over here. Go ahead, Larry.
I just got to let you know I got an update here. I don't know the score of it there, but I'm being told that Acosta Moody lose set 2 as well. So they're going to be done.
Okay. So it's currently 2-1. Madisonville leads, but that was not a surprise. We sort of expected the line 1 to win really both matches. But we're checking in now with the line 2 ladies, who are, according to the scoreboard, you don't usually see this, 4-2. Usually it's either, it's an odd number, but 4-2. I just watched Emmy will step up and put a beautiful shot away, as they just didn't put enough on it, and Emmy was playing offense, and she didn't put it in the net. So a really good point there. As Madisonville is serving, down 2-4, center up 4-2. And this may be the match that ties the overall score. Currently, Madisonville up 2-1. Good serve.
Go ahead, Chris. We'll wait till that. I can wait for something else.
Okay, a good point going on here, but Emmy was waiting at the net, and when she had her chance, she pounced. Gosh, she's like a panther. Boy, she's been very good up there, waiting for her time, not forcing things, and she won that point, and that's the end of the game. It's 5-2 in line 2 with Wolf and Landon as they switch sides.
Okay.
So what was your report?
I was just going to tell the folks, hey, folks, I'm sorry that we've seen some stuff on the screen here a little bit, but some technical issues this morning, so we were a little behind getting a couple things, but they're all done. So I think we got the scores. I think we're all good now. We had a little bit of technical stuff getting going today, but this is new for us this year. We had a different setup last year.
Yeah, that's right. We have a system that is really good for what we're doing in football, and I think it'll be good for this, but it's just new.
I think now that Chris and yourself and myself and Mr. Shires got it all together, I think we're going to be okay. We just had to get it figured out.
Watching Hope nearing over here as the number 1 team down 0-3 in the second set after having lost the second set.
0-3, okay.
Taking a glance at what they're doing, but I'm believing it. Hope wins the point. But over here in the line 2, Emmy has just served, won her first point. So it's 15-love here as they are hoping to close out this set. Big serve, jump serve from Emmy goes into the net. Emmy's our number 2 player. She's a number line 2 on singles, but playing in line 2 doubles. She has engaged in a really good series of shots between her and the service returner, hitting back to the service line, trying to keep the ball away from the up people, and Emmy's backhand on the fourth exchange goes into the net. So 15-all. Emmy serving. Big jump serve, a little bit deep. Her second serve, she stays on the ground. Hits it to the forehand, back to Emmy. Emmy scoops it. It's going to be a little big. So, Emmy has been just massive at the net, but loses 2 consecutive as she trades ground strokes with the returners of service. Down 15-30, but leading 5-2 in the second set. Already up 1 set, trying to close it out. 15-30. Here's the serve. Big jump serve, it's in, and too much as the forehand return goes into the net. By my count, that's 30-all. 2 points away from a set that the Riders need. They're down 1-2 in matches. The jump serve, a little wide and deep. Second serve is in to the forehand. Big forehand, hits the tape, gets over. Emmy reacts, gets it back to Emmy. Lobs, back to the returner. Lobs, back to Emmy. Lobs over to the returner, back to Emmy. Emmy, she frames it. Miss swings, and it bounced into the net. So down 30-40. Needing to win 2 to finish this set up. We're keeping it here with the ladies. I'm glancing over at the number 1 court with a lot of center players and coach watching that. The girls are talking something over. The Madisonville girls, I bet you it's a score dispute. Anyway, Emmy in the middle of serving, gets a good one, and it's a short return, and her partner Landon puts it away, and so it's deuce. which means no ads, 1 point away from seeing if center goes up or evens at 2-2 as they have match point. But without ads, it's also break point for Madisonville. So it comes down to, who wins this point. Either Madisonville breaks and gets back in it or center puts it away. Here's the serve. Big jump into the net.
Fletcher Kluger take the lead on the guys' side over there in their second set as well, 4-3.
Very good. Competitive one. Good serve. Great return to the corner. Emmy runs it down. Her return goes deep, but it's not too deep. It's returned back. Now she has to run to the other side of the court. Can't get to it. So, good fight by the Lady Mustangs. It could have been the match, but now instead it is 5-3, and Madisonville will serve. Over here on the other side, they're still talking it over. The girls, the number one girls, engaged in a long conversation. I'm gonna ask the parents, what are they talking about? Is it a score thing? A score issue, yeah. Well, hey, Louis, this is what makes tennis so unusual. The contestants are talking over what the score is. There's no UIL official. Coaches aren't out there. There's just a scoring dispute, and they're trying to work through it. Can you imagine in basketball?
Oh, no. I think there'd be too many fights going on in some basketball or something like that.
Yeah, I can't think of another sport that this could possibly happen. And this isn't some scrimmage. This is the playoffs.
Yeah, this is it, right?
Over here on next door on line 2, center won the first point. The second point, Landon gets a good return of serve. And, gosh, that's just great stuff as Emmy Wolf crosses over from one side of the net to the other and crushes a cross-court shot from Madisonville. Up 0-30 for Madisonville as they're serving to Emmy. So, again, these Lady Riders are 2 points from the match. Good return from Emmy, but it's a little too good. She was pushing it to the left. It was a little wide. It was either going to be a winner or nothing. It was just a little bit wide. 15-30 for Madisonville.
I discovered so much support
Serving,
from Ernst
center up by one
so
in
many
this
of you
game,
reached out
trying to
and
close it out. It's 5-3.
inspiring me.
Here's the serve to Landon. Her forehand return back to the server. It's a lob just over the net. Landon has, a big backhand, but it's a dangerous one. She had too much time to think about it, and she swung the backhand into the lower part of the net. Those are difficult. So much time to think. 30 off. Go serve to the net to Emmy. Next serve over. Emmy gets to it. Hits it back to the forehand. Back to Emmy's forehand. Back to the server. And Landon gets to it at the net and puts it away. Well done. Boy, she was leaving the entire left-hand side of the court open. Madisonville couldn't take advantage. Landon takes the lead, and here it is. Double match point for center. If they win either of the next 2 points, it's theirs. The serve to Landon. Good serve to the forehand. Gets by the up person. Good recovery by the server. Lob back to the server from Landon. Emmy gets to it at the net, but it's a good shot, and she goes low. Her bracket faces up, and that's one that she missed. So it's deuce. Another match point for the Lady Riders. This will be their third one, their third chance to close it out. It's currently 5-3, so either they win or it's 5-4, and it's a set. Serve, Landon, backhand, back to the server, backhand, back to Landon. Is it wide? It is, and that's the game. That's the match as line 2, Wolf and Landon win, and as far as I know, evens the whole match
at 2 apiece.
By district at 2 apiece.
Yep.
Lady Riders here at line 1 down after a long score. They're down 0-3 in the second set.
I got a 1-3. Somebody just said 1-3 a minute
1-3.
there. You might have got one.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, they need to come on back because they lost that first set, so they see if they can kick it up here.
Yeah,
Payne and Harold. Fletcher and Kugler still 4-3. I got Payne and Harold down 1-2. Costa Moody, that one is over there. So, okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over to the boys' side, and we're going to watch these because right now we are 2-all. We're trailing in one game, and we're leading in two. So we're hoping to pull off a 4-3 at least. That's where we are as I'm walking back over to the boys. We'll take us a break. We'll see if we can wrap up the doubles tournament here at the by-district round. Center versus Madisonville and Hudson, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts. We'll be right back.
Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the four-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Steve Waters and his staff, they know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center.
All right, coming back here and checking in on Payne and Harold. They're down 1-4. You say, Chris? As we're back here.
They are.
Well, 1-4 second set. So how things rolling there? I'm gonna let you run this here. While I do a couple things.
Thanks. It was 1-2, and then in the last switch over, Madisonville took both games. It was 1-4 there, and there's the game. There's the one that is going to be the one to watch. At least I hope. Over in the line 3, boys won the first set, and at break between matches, Coach Dykes is talking. The Madisonville players are they're ready, but Coach is talking it over with Pletcher and Kugler. They're leading 5-4. It is Madisonville serve. If they can break serve here, Center gets the third game. While behind me, Center's trailing in the second set, already down a set in the line 1 girls. So we figure that's going to be a win for Madisonville. So we really need to get this one. Here comes the serve to Pletcher. Second serve to his backhand, a really good one. Good at the net. Both of them at the net now. And it's a lob. They get to it, hit down the middle, and it's a really good shot. He hit it right down the middle. The server got to it, but it was too much pepper, and Center gets the first point on Madisonville serve. Love 15. If you're Center, it's 15 love. And now the server will serve to Pletcher.
Let's see, G1 down 3-2. Bennett Nearing get one there, so they'll get a little closer.
Okay. Double fault for Madisonville here. So just like the girls line 2, the boys are leading 30 love, 2 points away from taking the set. The serve. A little bit deep. This is to Pletcher. I had it back. This is Pletcher. Return, this big, huge return on the pity pat second serve. He just squared up, footwork, good follow through, and put the ball right on the back line. Nothing to be done but watch it. And so here it is, actually quadruple match point. Serve to Kugler. It's a deep serve, second serve to Kugler. It's a pity pat serve. Kugler backhand to the right. He's at the net, gets it down, good shot. defensive shot from Madisonville, the lob, Kugler has to go get it, but he does. The big shot, beautiful shot from Madisonville. It was a real deep shot. He was 2 or 3 steps from the fence and just really put his everything into it. A low percentage shot, frankly, but it works. So they win that point back. It's 15-40. Fault to Pletcher. Second shot. Pletcher comes up, hits into the net. It was a weak second serve, and Pletcher was seeing visions of glory, but he put it in the net as he moved up to it. So it's now 30-40. Still double match point for center. And here you go. The serve to Kugler. And the ad court. First serve is out. To this point, this Madisonville player's second serve is just, it's just badminton to the backhand. Good. Nope, just too much. It's so hard to make pity-pat serves work, especially when there's pressure. So on the strength of 3 second serves, it's deuce. And although it is match point, it is also game point for Madisonville. If they were to win this point, it's 5-all. So here it is to Pletcher. First serve is deep. Here comes this devastating pity-pat second serve. He comes up to it. Nice defensive shot. A lob from Madisonville to Pletcher. Over to the server. Kugler comes up, has a shot at the net. He almost puts it away. The server gets to it, but it's too much. And that is going to do it for center. It took them a while. They went 40-love, then 40-40, but they win, and they grab the 3rd point in the match. Currently, Larry, correct me if I'm wrong, it's center 3, Madisonville 2, yes?
You are absolutely right there. I do have another question for you, though. Do we have another mixed doubles that's going to be playing, or is it did we only have the one?
We have a mixed doubles team playing, but there's just an exhibition.
Okay, so
two members, yeah.
Okay. So I have a Galindo and Lawrence up here that Mr. Sars put up there. I just want to make sure that's.
Oh yeah, that's from last year.
Okay.
That's from last year.
So let's just take that down. I just want to make sure that we're not having that stuff on there. Okay, that'll work.
All right. Okay, so what has happened here is, as line 3 wins the match, over in line 2, Madisonville comes back and evens by taking the second set. So center has split sets. I'm going to quickly run over to the girls because right now it's 3-2.
Right.
The girls, line 1, were trailing, and unless they can mount a heck of a comeback, that's going to be a point for Madisonville, which will even things up at 3-all. And in the other match, the only match that has split sets, it'll be the last point for the doubles. So whoever wins that one is likely to take the 1-point lead going into singles, and that's a big lead.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is there going to be like a little bit of a break in between there? How do they do that whenever that comes? They just get a little bit of a lunchtime and they're just ready to go.
We're going to take a break, but already the singles.
They've got a lot of them, so they're probably already going. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, they're warming up. I don't know that any of the games have started, but over on the far courts, which are courts 8 and 9, I think, or 7 and 8. Yeah, the singles is warming up, and the court right next to the girls line 1 doubles are girls warming up. So yeah, we'll be taking a break, but after our halftime break, there'll be some matches that are well into the set. Okay. And that break brought to you by Farmer State Bank will be basically the halftime. We'll play a video, which for those of you that are new to it, will kind of explain how team tennis works. We'll get a scoring update brought to you by Camp Uwani, and then we'll visit with our athletic director, who is here today. Our halftime visit brought to you by Pizzeria. Instead of having a coaches show tonight, we'll talk with Coach Brown here at the tennis tournament. Okay, I'm watching those girls in line 1. Center has fought back to 2-3, and they just won a point here facing a serve from the number 1 girl. So they're mounting something of a resistance here on the girls' side. I'm going to watch one more point or two, but then I need to get back to the boys. I don't really know the game score, but for serve to Hope, second serve, she hits a good shot back to the server, back to Hope. She gets up, she misjudges it. Her footwork betrayed her there because the Madisonville girl got such an awkward shot on hers. The ball was spinning out of control, and it spun right into Hope. And so she had to kind of dodge it. As a result, Madisonville wins that point. I'd love to see, maybe I can get from Chad if it's 3-2, like the score says. It's Chad Naring, it's Hope's dad. He's sending us scores. Or if it's 4-2 or 3-3, is it 3-2 or is it? Okay. So Madisonville is up 4-2. So this is a critical game. And after the serve to Autumn, she gets it back, but the up player steps up nicely and puts it away. So now what looked like a comeback there is it's been kind of halted. 5-2 Madisonville in line one. And Bennett and Naring down a set and 3 games. But what this means is that the early part of the match is going to come down to line 2 boys doubles.
Right.
That's for us, Harold and Payne.
So basically, so Chris, just you know, the little I know about tennis, other than know how to play a little bit. So when it comes to the scores, you want to make sure that you have that lead at the end of doubles, because you know.
Yes.
Okay, and then you just want to make sure you just win as many of those singles matches as possible.
Well, yeah, and whoever gets to 10 first, we're done.
Oh, I see. So I
mean,
even if there's like 6 or 7 other singles matches to go, if you get to 10, you're ready to go. Okay, I see. I see why that's so important. Okay.
A little bit of gamesmanship, then. You know, if you have some folks that may be overmatched a little, you may tell them, hey, take your time between serves. Stretch this game out so that we can win some. You know.
Right.
Or you say the opposite. Hey, you're better than this guy. Get it over with quick. We need the game.
Yeah, there you go.
So there's a little bit of gamesmanship, and it gets to be exciting. But anyway, I would say that the team that is ahead 4-3 after doubles wins about 65%.
Oh, okay.
It's a definite advantage. It's not a done deal, but. And so the folks that aren't playing matriculate their way over here to the most important match. It's the super tiebreaker to see who wins.
I got 1-0 center right now.
In line 2?
Yes.
Okay, so center won the first point of the tiebreaker. Then they'll play 2 more, and then they'll take a quick pause. Back and forth as this one going. As center has had 2 or 3 chances to put it away, couldn't do it. Madisonville staying in it, and they finally put it away. They just kept breathing, just kept getting the racket on it as winner after winner comes off the center rackets, and the Madisonville kids got them back. Reaction shots. So
1-1.
As far as we know, it's 1-1 in the tiebreak. On the super tiebreak, this is for the match 1-1.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting tiebreaker 1-1. Okay, yeah.
Serve to Harold. He has a great return, but the serve was a little wide. There'll be a second serve. And Harold, big return to the second serve, and it's too much. Over in the corner, the Madisonville player defensively put his racket up, and so center goes to their next serve up 2-1. I'm going to chat here with Coach right quick. Explain to us again how super tiebreakers work.
We're got to play the first to 10, winning by 2 points. So 10 points, winning by 2. And right now it's 2-1 center.
All right, so there you go. And Anthony Harrell with his first serve of the tiebreak, up 2-1.
So is it first to 3?
No, it's the first to 10.
Oh,
Good serve, and Zach Payne manages to get over. I thought it was a winner. somehow or another, the Madisonville player got his racket on it. Oh, okay, ask me again there, Larry.
I mean, is it first to three in this? Whoever gets the first 3 points is going to be.
It's the first 10 points.
No, I meant like in this match right here, this doubles.
Yeah, in a tiebreaker, it's a super tiebreaker. You keep points by 1, and it's the first 1 to 10 wins.
Oh, okay.
Right now it's 2-2.
Okay.
Harold with a serve. First serve goes to the net. And I thought we were going to win that 4th point, but somehow or another, Madisonville got their racket on it. Second serve is good. Harold sees the team adjust, so he pulls his return across court, but it's too much. So Harold loses both of his service points. So it was 2-1. Now it's 2-3. Madisonville leads with the serve, so advantage Madisonville. Meanwhile, the number 1 seeded boys are finished warm-ups, and they're about to start. Here's the serve to Zach. It's way deep. Zach moves up for the second serve. It's a pity pat. Good return back to the server, back to Zach. He's tried to move up to the net, had to move back. Oh, and the shot back to Zach at the baseline is a little deep. Zach didn't have to return it. 3-all. And when you get to 6, they switch sides. So it's 3-3. They update the scoreboard now. And Zach moved it to 4-3, but it's wrong. It's back to 3-3, Zach. Okay. It's an even Steven as they take a quick break. I tell you what, Larry, let's take one commercial break so that I can get some water. I'm about to dehydrate. We'll take one break and we'll be back with this decisive doubles match. Thank you, man.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the pizzeria just off the square in Center. This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
Here we go. Back here, ready to go now. What's happening out there, man? We got some updates.
Yeah, big updates. They're still playing on the line 1 singles match. Center trying to come back, but meanwhile here, Center has dropped 3 points in a row. Zach, both of his service points, one of them was just a really good return. One of them was a double fault. So 3-5, and then in the first serve for Madisonville, 3-6. So 3 points in a row, definite advantage Madisonville here. It's currently 3-2 Center, but with the line 1 girls way behind in theirs.
Yeah, I haven't had an update yet. There's still 5-2s last I highlighted on that one.
That's what the scoreboard says. So probably very likely 5-3 since it's been that way a long time. But here we go. Zach Payne trying to stem the flow. They'll try to stop a little of the bleeding here as they switch sides at 3-all, and now it's 3-6. Madisonville hopping on top. And Center had all the momentum in the first set. And then we went to the girls' side, and I lost all that momentum. And in the tiebreak, pretty even. And then now momentum's on Madisonville's side at 3-6, serving to Zach.
A little bit of news, Chris. Benning and Herring now down 5-4.
Okay. A little bit of hope over there at line 1 as they've won 2 games in a row. But here we go. Second serve to Zach. Backhand, good. The forehand back to Zach. His good and deep. Nice shot back to Zach. His backhand hits the line. I thought it hit the line. It was called out. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think Madisonville may have got away with one, but that's the way it works in tennis. They call their own shots. And so it is just like that. 3. Madisonville 7-3.
If I was playing, I call my own shots, I'd never lose.
That's right. That's right.
But I guess you got to have some etiquette and decorum, I guess.
So his second serve to Harold. He gets it across. Harold gets it back, and they're both playing the net now. Harold drops one. Can he get to it? Big one to beautiful play by Zach as he gets it by him. They were at the net playing reflex tennis, and center won that one. So as far as I can tell, that is, they've won 3, centers won 1. So that would mean it would be 6-4, 4-6 as Anthony serves. He'll serve 2, and then they'll take a break. Last time he served, they went 0-2. He didn't win one. He needs to win both of them here. If so, they'll go to the break tied at 6.
It's 4-7. They're down by 3.
Okay, 4-7.
Yeah.
His serve is deep. Second serve from Harold. Lands in. Oh, and it's got some good kick. It wasn't a fast serve, but it had some nice overhead spin, and it causes problems. And so at 7-5, they trade. Harold will still be serving, but they will trade sides. Next door, center, Acosta, the number 1 seed, has begun his singles match officially. And we have other matches warming up all rest of this place. 3-2 center. Down a set in the line 1, but the girls are making an admirable comeback trying to even the set. And then here in the line 2, it is 7-5. First 1 to 10 will take the match. So about finished with the doubles.
Okay, well, that's what got me, because I know you're saying the first to 10 as far as the whole score, but I didn't think it was first to 10 on that one. That's where I was confused on. But I'm glad you explained it.
Okay.
Now I know Now I know what I'm doing.
Now you know what you're doing. Yeah. It's an education, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would be like me trying to
get my education on.
Like me broadcasting wrestling. I wouldn't know the first thing about it.
Now I could hook you up on some wrestling broadcast.
I know you could. Back here, Harold.
5-all on the girls.
Okay, the girls are fighting back 5-all in the second set. That's a surprise. Harold serve is a little deep. His second serve to the ad court, to the backhand, good return. Harold backhand. Up man gets to it. Harold gets to it. Up man tries to do a drop shot, hits the net. 7-6. Madisonville will serve at 7-6 with the lead in the serve. Got to win by 2 as well, so this could go on for the rest of the day.
So volleyball score.
Yeah, they're not doing ads during the regular games, but they do during the tie breaks. So here we go. The serve to Zach Payne. Good serve. He gets it back up to the up guy, though. He couldn't do much with that. The serve was good enough to where it set up the easy winner after the return. So 8-6. Madisonville has one more serve on this exchange. It will be to Anthony Harold. It's the up man, hoping to get another easy one like the last one. Here's the serve. Good one. Harold gets it back along the line, but it's too wide. Oh, I thought he was going to hit a winner, but it floated wide. So here we go. 6-9. Center has to win 3 in a row and tie it at 9. If Madisonville takes even one of the next 3, line 2 boys will go to Madisonville. And that's when, before the game, Leon could not call this. There's no way to really predict. It's too close. We're just going to see how it came to be. Zach misses the first serve. And now the second. So he tries a lob overhead serve. It's leap. He double faults away that match. And so tough break there for Zach Payne, Anthony Harold, and the Rough Riders, as line 2 is now in the books. Everybody in both colors, red, blue, and purple and white, go into the girls' doubles for the line 1 doubles to see what's going on over there. The Lady Riders, with a huge deficit, have fought their way back. Marion and Bennett
Yeah, they were down 5-2, and then it started just come on, and now they're tied it up at 5 here. So
Kind of had that one penciled in as a Madisonville point, but not so now.
yeah, because tied up at 3 here, and you said leading by 4, that would be leading by 1 going after this. So if they could pull it off.
The scoreboard reads 5-4, which means they've played another game, and they just finished it. So it is 6-5.
Oh, 6-5.
Gotta win by 2. So first one to 6, but gotta win by 2. So what this means for both teams as they go to break, if Center can win this next game, it's 6-all. Then they'll do what's called just your regular tiebreaker. And Coach, regular tiebreaker is the first one to 7. Is that right? If it's a set tiebreaker? Okay. So if they will play a tiebreaker to 7, if Center can win this game and even at 6-all, they'll play a tiebreaker to see who wins the set. And if Center can pull that off, then they'll have a super tiebreaker to see who wins the match. So definitely advantage Madisonville, but way less of an advantage than when we left here to go look at the line 2 boys game. After a nice long break, we want to say thank you to JBI Insurance, who has been such a good supporter of all things Rough Riders for such a long time. Specialties in mobile home insurance and poultry farm insurance and big boy toys. If it's insurance, it's JBI. Hope Naring with the serve. And she hits an ace, hardware ace. Aced them right there on the loop. Looped it. It's an ace for Hope. Never got her bracket on it. 15 love. Got to have this game. Serve to the ad court. A little to the left. Second serve. Good serve to the backhand. She gets it back to Hope. Hope squares up the forehand. Up person hits it, and then Hope takes the alley. Hope is taking over the game. 30 love with an ace and a great job of manipulating the opponents and then taking advantage of the opening. Great shot. 3-3 as the doubles coming to a conclusion. Center up 30 love, needing to win this to make it to the tiebreaker. Good first serve. It's back. Hope makes a cut shot to her opponent, and the opponent wasn't ready for that. She hits it into the net. So Hope has won 3 points in a row, and Autumn has watched her. She has not allowed Madisonville to hit a shot to the up person. She's kept it to their backhands, and it has been solid. So it is a triple game point. Serve is a little deep on this one.
Looks like I'm getting. Go ahead.
Double faults. So that one she gave back to Madisonville. What were you going to say?
Just getting some quick scores here from the singles. Chris Costa down 3-0 to start.
Right.
So.
And that one we just pretty much knew that he will have to play the match of his life because he's playing last year's district champion.
Oh.
He lost to the same kid last year in the spring district. In the fall, Madisonville's not in our district. They're a playoff opponent. Hope's serve is great. Her opponent gets to it and unbelievably drops the shot to where Hope can't get to it. Wow. The serve took her opponent, the Madisonville player, so far off the court, the odds of her hitting a winner back were 1 in a million, and she made it happen. So, just like that, the Riders have dropped now to, and it is 40-30. Still 2 game points to even the set. The serve is in, the sort of the lob return, and Hope hits the alley again, and she wins it. It's 6-6. The set is tied, and that means there will be a 7-point tiebreaker, and if Center can win it, then they'll go to another tiebreaker. So it's doubles lasting about as long as it can, which means our halftime break hadn't happened yet. And when it does, there'll be some games that are, well in, and we'll miss some of them, but that's all right. That's just the way it is. Coach, 3-3, and the ladies were down 2-5, and they fought back to tie it at 6-6. So now they're in a tiebreaker to see if they could get the set. If they do, super tiebreaker to see who wins. So it's still in doubt. The game has begun, though, and I missed the first point. Autumn put, I think she hit the alley, so I think it's 1-0 center in the tiebreak. Remember, first one to 7 wins the set. If Madisonville wins it, they win the match. They took the first set. But if center can hold on, then they'll force super tiebreak. And that's the way it was written. Autumn, serve into the net. Serve into the ad court. Backhand to Autumn's backhand. Trading backhands at the baseline, and a really good backhand from the Madison Portville player right at the feet of Autumn Bennett. And Autumn wasn't really ready for that. It was such a good backhand. So evened up now. I believe the score is 1-1 in the tiebreak. If you're just joining us, it's 3-3 match score. And we're watching the last doubles match. If you're the number 1 girls team, Autumn Bennett and Hope Nearing. Her serve, Bennett's serve is great, but the return is better. Right there along the alley where Hope won 2 points, this time she gets victimized and she opens up her own alley. And even though it was a good serve, really well placed. Nobody on this court is hitting the ball hard. These are well placed shots from both competitors. Madisonville up 2-1 in the second set tiebreak. You see on the scoreboard, Madisonville won the first set, so they're trying to close it out here, up 2-1. Here, the serve to Autumn Bennett. It's over in the forehand side. She gets it back. The up player hits it, gets frames the return, accidentally hits it straight down for a winner. That wasn't supposed to happen. Good luck for Madisonville. Lunged with a backhand over her head, hit the racket frame, and went straight down over the net. 3-1. Serve to Hope. Into the backhand. Hope gets back around. Backhand back to Hope. Her backhand goes to the server. And now they're trading, and Hope calls it out. I don't really think it was. I think maybe Center just got one back from the one that was called out in the boys doubles tiebreak. But whatever the case, there's no officials. It's 2-3. Hope serve. Good serve to the backhand. They call it out. Turnabout fair play. Second serve. Hits the net. It was a net, so that was her first serve again. Here's the second serve. And backhand return. Beautiful. Hope gets to it. Can't quite get it over the net. Really good, well-placed return of a good serve. So it is 4-2. Madisonville leads if they switch sides. They don't adjust the scoreboard. I wish they would do that, but 4-2 is what I have.
Just a couple that I've got here on the single side, Chris. The young lady Ramos, what's her first name?
Her name is Kinley.
Kinley. Okay, Kinley Ramos.
Yeah.
She's up 3-1 as last I got. I just didn't have her first name,
Yeah.
so I want to make sure I put that on the
That's
scoreboard
it.
for her. Kinley Ramos.
And
is up 3-1 right now.
Very good. She's actually right next door to this epic doubles match. So that's correct. That's what it says. That's good. Good for the rider. Hope serves to the deuce court into the net. Second serve's good, and the return goes into the net. So the lady rider on this last seventh doubles match, they're down a set, but they've tied the second, and it's 3-4 in the tiebreaker. First one to 7 takes the set. This is truly an epic match. Madisonville with the serve, up 4-3, serving to Autumn. And remember, these girls have to play singles. It's exhausting. First serve is in. Autumn kind of tired. Her backhand, no footwork. She stood flat, got her racket on it, but it went into the net. So it's 5-3 for Madisonville. They're serving 2 points away from claiming the fourth game. A serve will be to Hope. It's good. Hope's backhand. Hope returns it into the net. So it is. I had the score wrong, Larry. That was it. I thought it was 6-3, but it is now 7-3. So in what was an epic, the ladies lose, even despite the comeback. And it is a 4-3 officially as we finish the doubles here in Hudson with Madisonville. Okay, so let me see. I had this all.
You got it all scripted out there. Okay, so let me bring it up on my iPad. Make sure we're good.
Okay, this is what I'm supposed to say. Are you ready? You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We're halfway through the by-district championship, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts. As the teams reset for singles, it's time for the Farmer State Bank halftime break here on NETSN. We'll hear from them, and we'll be back with some stuff that isn't tennis after this.
All righty.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmer State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the bi-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and we're going to wrap up the doubles tournaments here, and right now it's a 4-3 lead here after the double 7 matches. And Augusta Moody, they lost their matchup, and Payne and Harold, I tell you, they took it all the way to as far as you could take it. Pletcher Kugler got to their win there, 6-1 to 6-5. Bennett and Nearing, they were down 5-2 in that second set after losing that first one, and they came back and forced that third set in a tiebreaker, but they ended up losing that one 7-3 there. Wolf and Landon, they won their set 6-3, 6-3 for the Center Rough Riders. Also Ramos and Rojas, 6-2, 6-1. And over on the mixed doubles, only one set there. Collard and Shelton losing at 6-1, 6-1 there on the mixed doubles. Coming all down, brought to you by the Camp Huani, and it is a 4-3 lead here for Madisonville after the doubles tournament round, and we got the singles that are already going, so we're going to hopefully get some of these ladies a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back and get you ready for the next round. So for the singles matchups. So let's get on here, and that's our here we go. And that is what we have here for the halftime break and halftime analysis, and it's brought to us by the good folks at Camp Huani.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the bi-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
Back here in his halftime, and we have a little segment here. We're going to learn some more about some tennis, but you're out there with the great Coach Brown.
I am. He's the big coach is made his way to Hudson. Yeah, big man on campus, and he's given us a little bit of time. Imagine, Larry, that instead of wherever you are, you're smelling pizza, and we're at the pizzeria, and it's the Coach Nick Brown show with that obnoxious rap that I made up playing in the background, and now we're ready. We're actually going to his mobile office to have this interview.
There we go. Air-conditioned vehicle, is that what that is?
A mobile office brought to you by Ford, Center Motor Company, your local office dealer. And I'm going to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. In his passenger seat, there is nothing for him to clean off. If we were going to my car, I'd have to spend at least 20 seconds finding a place for him to sit.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to. Well, Coach, let me flip this around. How often, how long, how many team tennis tournaments have you seen before? I mean, it's not been in UIL all that long. How familiar are you?
Well, with tennis, I obviously watch it but coming from where I was from, we didn't have a tennis program yet. It's in the works. And so once I got to center, was really the first time I've ever been around, or I guess immersed is the better word, into tennis. And so this will be my first team tennis matches to actually witness in person.
Yeah, well, and this is going to be a close one with at 4-3, whichever way it goes. That means you're looking at pretty evenly matched players. Most of them still have to play singles. So the first 1 to 10, right now, Madisonville has the advantage. But we're coming off our bye week in football. We didn't get to visit last week. We won't be visiting with you this week because a lot of things are going on. What was your schedule with football last week? How did practice go? Poultry festival, bye week, all those distractions.
Well, you've got really 2 goals in the bye week. You want to get better. You want to get prepared for your next opponent, especially moving into district play. But then you also want to kind of regenerate, get your guys off their legs a little bit, take it not easy, but lighten the load a little bit in hopes that you're about to push towards a much longer portion of the season. And so we went Monday through Wednesday, got our normal 3 days on the field. Monday was really just helmets only, kind of more of a conditioning, teaching, a lot of individual time, working more technique, kind of fine-tuning some things that we'd noticed over this past several weeks to work on. And then Tuesday, Wednesday were more intense, a lot more group and team times, and obviously getting ready for opening up district play with Carthage. And I did not dare try and do anything Thursday after school because I think half the high school was gone anyways for the opening festivities of the Poultry Festival. I got to see my 2 youngest sing in the opening ceremonies, and we got introduced to our first Poultry Festival. So yeah, busy week.
What one thing stood out about the Poultry Festival?
What I enjoyed about it the most was that it wasn't just center. It was really like the whole county was there, and you saw representatives from all the different schools there with their FFA. You know, the coolest thing was the kids had all their pens of chickens and all. Seeing how excited. Obviously the chicken clucking contest was a favorite, and getting to see the lawn chair brigade in the doodah parade was my kids' highlight, especially that one guy with the wig.
Yeah, a wig. I have some hair at the house that I generate from time to time. But I understand why you would think it was a wig. Okay, well, so now we're back in regular schedule, and I know you don't normally go to playoff tennis on a Tuesday, but basically you're back to normal. And of course, you have the ultimate juggernaut on the schedule. Just a little bit your impressions of Carthage.
Well, obviously, I mean, they're the one to beat. They're the one with the target on their back. They're coming off defending their state championship. They are, they've got it going on. There's a reason they've got 10 state titles in the last 20 years. But the thing I really stress to the kids is the fact that that's playing bad teams and winning big. That's great for your vanity, but playing really good teams and seeing how well you match up and how well you compete and how you find adversity, all those things, that's really how you measure where you are as a program. And so I'm truly excited to get to play Carthage. It's not everyone can't say that they played a team that's got that reputation, a team that's got that many high caliber athletes, a team that's well coached. And I've done it my whole career between playing we played the Salinas and the Panther Creeks and playing against Brock and those guys on the other side of the state. But being over here, that's kind of the measuring stick. I played Gilmore, I played Van, and it's one of those things where you really get more of a measure of where you are as a program, and you get a measure of things that you do well, and things you need to work on when you play really good opponents. And I couldn't think of a better opponents open district with to see where we're at than playing Carthage, because I think we haven't. I told our guys this in our scouting report Monday. Like, we have yet to show what we're capable of. We have yet to put together a complete game. Even in the games we won, we still left some meat on the bone, is the way I put it. And so we've had a week off to work on it, and the kids are excited about the game, obviously, for the proximity between the 2 towns and all of those things go into it. And they're excited. Coaching staff's excited, and yesterday, it was a great day of practice, and kids have been in the film study, and so it's if you always tell them, like, if you want to be the best or grow into one of the elite programs in the area, then you've got to play the already established elite programs in the area.
That's it. But you put that ought to be written down somewhere. Instead of giving us a scouting report, Carthage, but that's almost redundantly good. What's just one thing, either side of the ball, that is good enough to where it's almost surprising?
I think how fast they are defensively. That was one thing that I noticed watching film. Obviously, they've got the quarterback Jet Surratt, who's been doing it for several years now and been playing at a high level. Obviously, you have the running back KJ Edwards, who is just, I think he's already supposed to be in college. I really want to see his birth certificate. But he's outstanding athlete. But I think that the total team speed defensively, from the defensive line to the linebackers, to their secondary, they all get to the ball. They're all very well coached. You don't see a lot of busts in any one. You can't identify and say, okay, they're really good here, but they're not so good here. It's like, okay, they're really, really good here. They're really good there, and they're also really good there. And so that's one thing that, and that's something that that comes from, building that tradition there like they've had. And Coach Surratt obviously has done an incredible job there. And the coaching staff he has is one of the best in the state. And so, those are things that you're going to see when you see a team of that caliber. But yeah, that was the big thing that stood out to me, is just how fast defensively they are at getting to where they want to go and getting to the football.
Okay. Well, I look forward to it, and we'll talk to you again pregame on Friday. But in the meantime, good fortune to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that wraps it up for the Coach Nick Brown show today from the inside the pizzeria, which is really his Ford. But I tell you what, Larry, I'll bounce it back to you, and we'll learn a little bit about team tennis, and then we'll get back to the team tennis tournament. All right?
That sounds good, man. And speaking of the pizzeria, check out the new special.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the pizzeria just off the square in Center. NETSN and Pineywood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops and tires, now expanding their service.
And Covington Lumber, your third generation supply store and lumberyard.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
The faculty and staff of Watlington and Shires University proudly presents Team Tennis 101. Almost everyone has a mental image of what tennis is, but very few people are acquainted with the team concept. It begins with a squad of players, 13 in all. 6 or 7 boys, 6 or 7 girls, maybe more if you want to alternate between singles and doubles players. Once the contest begins, each game counts a point. So we begin with the doubles segment of the competition. There will be 7 doubles games played. 3 girls doubles matches, 3 boys doubles matches, and 1 mixed doubles match. The only sport in all of Texas state competition where girls and boys compete with one another. At the end of that segment, you can have any score between 7-0 and 4-3. You hope to be at least 4-3. Then 12 scheduled singles matches, 6 boys and 6 girls. The first one to win 10 total games is finished. And when you get to 10, you stop, even if other games are being played. So the pressure is on. Every game counts. And the audience knows that. As the contest gets closer to that 10th game, you see the crowd begin to rush to find the game that might be closest to having it all end. They want to get there for the final celebration. And so you see, team tennis strikes a balance. It has the elegance and grace of tennis and the striking dramatic finality of a foot race. So there you have it, UIL Team Tennis Competition. It is a tradition here at Center High School, and a sport that those of us at Watlington and Shires University would love to see grow. Have a good tournament.
With family and friends, or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the bi-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
All right, here we go, and welcome back. Thank you for watching Team Tennis by District Round. I'm Larry Pierce, and this is the Bowles Feed Blimp. And Center happened to, I guess you would say, maybe lose that first bit of it there, Chris, 4-3 to the Madison Mustangs. And now time for the, singles matches. And so we're getting ready to roll on with that. So where are we rolling there?
Look, watching the line too, Ryder Moody he has a tiger by the tail. It's Madisonville. It's I don't know the names of these guys, but I know their reputation. They're 1 and 2 are interchangeably good, and so Ryder at number 2, in the absence of Bryce Gaddy, has down a set and down 2-1. And I've been watching the game. It's not Ryder's fault. This guy's just really good. Hits the ball very hard. He's just served a Ryder. Ryder got it back. The return, he chops a forehand. Here's the drop shot backhand. Ryder gets it back in the corner, forces him to put a lob, but he gets the lob. Ryder runs it down, swings and misses, still gets to it. But then all of that work, and it's put away. I mean, Ryder's doing nothing wrong. He's just matched against one of the district's best. Last year in our spring, this guy went to regional and either won that's Larry talking as he's landed the blimp. He's got his dogs to take outside as the Bowles Feed Blimp comes to a rest. So thank you, Larry. He'll be gone for a while. Kugler over here in line, that would be line 5. I think he has won the first set. They haven't adjusted the scoreboard, but he was up 5-1. And I believe I'm going to check it. He won this one, yeah. 5-2? Oh, it's still 5-2. Okay. 5-2. Kugler is leading in that game, but Ryder down in his. Over here at I guess this is the line 6 with Timothy Pletcher. He is down 1 game very early in this match, so really hard to tell. They're on, looks like they're, Madisonville broke Pletcher's serve to start. Now, Acosta, our number 1 seed against last year's district champion, his game started a long time ago. He lost the first set. He's down 1-3 in the second, and I'm watching him at a point now. They're trading backhands. Standing up, here comes Madisonville to the net. Costa had a chance to pass him, couldn't. He hit it back, got it. Another chance to pass him, nope. He hits it in. And so what we just saw is towards the end of this, I think the Madisonville guy, for a second, thought he'd won. The scoreboard says Madisonville up 4-1 in the second set. But you know how that goes. It could be 5-1 or 4-2. Here's a serve to Acosta on the line 1 court. It's a hard serve. Acosta gets it back. The forehand in the corner. I couldn't tell if it was out or not. Where I was standing, I couldn't tell. No real call. You can tell Acosta is just tired. He and Ryder Moody lost the doubles match against this guy and his partner who's currently handling Ryder on court 4. The Madisonville player with a cross-court backhand that was really masterful after Acosta returned the serve wins that point. And don't really know what the score of this game is. It'll be interesting to see if this is the match. Good return. Good backhand from Madisonville. He rushes the net. The lob from Acosta is not enough. And a backhand winner. I mean, this guy, backhand winner. Didn't even let it bounce. But he's still serving. I haven't seen Madisonville lose a point, but the game continues. So over into the ad court. He has a strange service motion. His toss is terribly short. Acosta with a great passing shot, but the guy gets to it. They're at the net, trading licks, back, forth, finally. Acosta's racket doesn't get there in time. He loses the point, but it's another serve. So I guess by the time I walked over here, Acosta had won 2 or 3 points before I saw this game begin. Because I just watched the Madisonville guy put on a clinic, but he's still serving. This next serve to the backhand, Acosta gets it back. The drop shot backhand from the Madisonville player is short. It goes into the net. Madisonville's player's name is Brady, so it's Brady in red, Chris in purple. Acosta way behind in this number 1 line singles. Center down 4-3 overall after the doubles. Nice backhand after the serve. Acosta had a chance to pass, made the shot. It was a little long. It was the right idea, a little long. And that is the first singles game. Mark it down as a match for Madisonville. Now leading 5-3 in the bi-district match, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts. Great place for flowers for any occasion. And guys, you should consider flowers just because, not any particular occasion, just because they'll do you right at Hughes. Okay, Larry, you're back.
I was just curious, what was that final line there for Acosta there on the second one?
Yeah, he loses in the second set 6-1. I don't know what the score of the first set was, but it was something similar.
I think it was 6-1 or 6-2. But yeah.
Okay, there you go. So there you go. At 5-3 officially now after the line 1 singles is over.
Yeah, Pletcher's behind a little bit. Kenny Ramos is behind a little bit, but things are still kind of coming up here.
Yeah. Anthony. 5-2 for the Couglers match. And yeah, Pletcher down. What did you have it?
I had
1-2?
Yeah, 1-2.
Okay. Well, he just served what I thought was a masterful serve, called out. So he'll go second serve here. Obviously, one that it's very early on, but one that the Rough Riders definitely need. Good second serve to the backhand. His opponent has a really bright red racket. They trade backhands. Pletcher's is a little long. Kind of unforced error that happens when you're young. Yeah, I just heard Coach say focus on your setup, which means what you do before the swing. Try not to hit any balls facing the net. Get your footwork in first. First serve goes into the net for Pletcher. Second serve is too wide. So fearless second serve for the freshman. Why I say that, Pletcher may be a sophomore. I'm not sure. Is he a sophomore or a freshman? Okay, one of the many sophomores. Well, Pletcher down by loses that game, loses his serve, so he's down 1-3, and now the Madisonville is serving. Back over at Couglers game, he was up. He was up 5-2.
Yeah, that's what I had.
And it's been a while since they switched, so I'm guessing it's 5-3. I'm not sure of that. Don't put that on the scoreboard because I'm not exactly sure, but Kugler serving to the it's serving over to the deuce court. It's a good serve return, and then just kind of a lazy forehand goes out, so he loses that point. Now he will serve to the ad court. He just called the score. I didn't hear it. Ted Gummit. Here's the serve into the net. Second serve. The scoreboard says 5-2 center. in the first set of this line. Let's see, line 5. The fruit feed in the middle of this one. There's the serve. Gets the second one in. So light return. Cougar forehand. Madisonville forehand. They're trading. There's a backhand now for Madisonville. Cougar with another light forehand. This was short. Here comes Madisonville to the net. Yeah. If you keep doing the shots back and forth, if you hit one a little light, your opponent gets to come in. That's what happened. So Kugler lost that round and lost that game. He hits the ball back. So I'm guessing that was officially now 5-3. Yeah. I didn't switch in. So Kugler still can break for the first set. But hey, back over here on line 2 with Ryder Moody while we were gone, he's fought to 3-2.
Yeah, he lost that first set. Yeah.
But and it looked like he was going to lose the second set, but despite all the great shots from his opponent, Ryder, with a brilliant serve, comes up to the net, serve and volley, and on the second volley puts it away. His serve jumps like a Mexican jumping bean. I mean, it's just amazing how he throws his serve so far back it looks like he's misthrown it, but he does it on purpose, and his whole body comes across it like an arcing swoop, and the spin is remarkable. His next serve is into the backhand. Good backhand return, backhand to him. Ryder forehand. Now they're trading forehands. Backhand by Ryder. We're trying to figure out an advantage. Ryder with the shot back to Ryder. This was sort of a looper to the backhand. Oh, and it puts in the net. Ryder, unforced error, and he loses the game as he hits the ball back to the Madisonville player. So they're going to the scoreboard. Let's see what they do. And it is, as I was afraid, 5-2 in the second set, despite some really good tennis. Ryder, the sophomore, playing against the senior, down 5-2 in the second. Okay. Kugler, we were away. He's trying to break at 5-3 to win the first set. And his opponent double faults. Both of them pretty tired. It's a hot day. Fall has missed its boat, and I don't know where fall is, but it hasn't gotten here yet. First serve is
just show up around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, first serve is no good. Second serve, he gets it across. Kugler gets across. Backhand to Kugler. He tries the little spinning drop shot, but it's way too much, and it goes out of bounds. Not only did it not drop, it kept sailing out of bounds, so loses that one. Not sure what this.
Just got an update. Pletcher's behind 4-1 in his first set.
Okay, and Kugler just netted his shot, so he has dropped both games up 5-2. It's now 5-4. And he'll serve for the first set. But, yeah, this has become alarming because lines 1 and 2 are taking care of business for Madisonville. Already won the line 1 game. Line 2 game is in considerable extreme doubt. Anthony Harrell now is the number 3 seed. He's on the court warming up. But Pletcher, you say, is down 4-1. And his first serve, as he's trying to hold him off, goes deep. Second serve's good. The big red racket returns it. Pletcher to the forehand. They're exchanging forehands. Now to the Madisonville backhand. He mishits a lot, but it's effective. Good shot by Pletcher. He just basically did a serve. Ball bounced so high, he was able to serve it. Got it through, got it by, wins the point. Long, important break next door as Kugler, with all the momentum, leading 5-1 at one point. He's lost 3 games in a row, trying to put it away. Good serve by Pletcher. Service winner. So he's won at least 2 points here in this game. I don't know that I've seen all the points, but Fletcher needs to come back and make this one a game. Center leading on the scoreboard 5-3. I mean, trailing on the scoreboard 5-3. Fletcher's first serve goes into the net. Second serve is there. Good big return, but it's a little bit too big. Goes out of bounds. So Fletcher wins that point. It looks like he wins the game. So 4-1 is now 4-2 with Madisonville serving. Okay, Kugler, first serve of this important game. Gets the serve in. Good return. Nice backhand from Kugler. A little lob back to him. Lob back to Madisonville. Overhand from the service line. Kugler gets it back. Trading backhands. Forehand. Long rally. Kugler gets to it. Moves to the net. Tries to pass Kugler. Kugler gets it back. Tries to pass Kugler. Kugler gets it back. And finally, Madisonville nets it. So a little bit of net play from both players. A dramatic point. And Kugler 3 points away from taking just the first set. So Zach, I'm talking to Zach Payne. He hasn't taken the court yet. But here we go. Kugler serving to the ad court. Misses the first one. I hear Dyke say, leaning and reaching. Make a good toss. Second serve, hits it high. So he double faults away the second point. And you really it's tempting. I know. Dr. Collard, one of our scorekeepers, is now officially out. He said, I got to go pay bills. There are eyes to fix back in center. We're going to stay here with Kugler to the end of this game. It is a 15-all. Here's his serve. And it's a good serve, but it's a little bit long. By the way, next door in the line 2 with Ryder Moody, he has lost his. So both of the line 1 and 2 have held for Madisonville.
Does that make it 6-3?
That makes it 6-3. And Kugler, I think, just double faulted again. You can tell it's just getting tired. First time that a lot of these guys have been in this situation. Most of the matches that Center has played, they have either won big or they've lost big. If they've played up, 5A competition. This is maybe one of the few they've had all year where it's even. The pressure starts building. There's the first serve. Is a good stroke, but it's just a little bit long. Took a lot of spin on it, but it just went long. Second serve. My guess is down 15-30. Good serve. Backhand return, and it's long. So I think he evens it back up. 30-all. It's on court 4. Zach Payne is going to take the court. And so you see that's the way it goes. We've got first 1 to 10. There are a lot of matches going. Center's got to win some for Zach's to even count. Because he's just now starting his.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Kinley. She was down. She was up a little bit, and then I heard that she was down. So I don't know on that side of it there. But
and I'm sticking here with Kugler in hopes of calling the win as a set, and then I'm going to leave and go to the girls' side. He gets a good first serve, and it's called deep. Might have been. It looked like that was a legitimate first serve, and I'm thinking it's 30-all. Kugler up 5-4, but he was up 5-1 longer. And he pushes this. Here's that second serve deep. He's had lots of trouble keeping the serve in. His third double fault. Every point that Madisonville's taken in this round has been by a double fault. So it's 30-40, break point for Madisonville. He's got 2 chances to win this one. Kugler taking his time, taking a deep breath. Here comes the big serve. and it hits the net and goes wide. Bad luck. Could have dropped in, but didn't, so it's a second serve. Got to make the opponent win it. There he goes. A lot of people watching, a lot of pressure on. And the serve is in to the backhand. It's a long backhand, too long. He made him work for it, and he tied it up. It's deuce with no ads. It's either set point or game point for Madisonville. Whichever way this goes, we're going to take a quick break. And I'm going to go over to the girls' side. Hopefully this will be a win. And here he goes, the serve. And it's in, or is it? Nope. It was a great serve. Pushed his opponent back, but it's called it deep. I think it probably was by about an inch. So the second serve, deuce for the game. It could be for the set, a badly needed set for the Center's cause. Down 6-3 in the game count. And he pushes it. Double faults away the chance to take that set, and it is 5-5 at that game. And over here, the scoreboard still says it's 4-1, which it couldn't be with Pletcher's game, the number 5 seed. They've
I've got
neglected
last I got was 5-2.
5-2. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm nearsighted. That's what it is. Okay. That's what it is. 5-2. Yeah. So we've got
or 2-5, I guess you say. So
yeah, very good. And even first set for Center's boys at line 5, and trailing in the first set in line 6, and already lost 2 in lines 1 and 2. Anthony Harold just starting at line 3, and Zach Payne just warming up at line 4. That's how we've gotten to 6-3. The girls are also playing. We'll hear from them when we come back here to the by-district round, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century.
This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the by-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
And we are back here. Mr. Mayfield out there in Bullard as the Center Rough Riders are working hard to try to get up on this score here against Madisonville, man.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate Chris Mayfield State Farm. You know, football is Chris Mayfield State Farm Red Zone. We don't really have anything like that in tennis. So let me just say, Chris Mayfield is as good as it gets. When you talk about good neighbors in State Farm, he pretty much defines that. Appreciate his friendship. And he's a broadcast guy. He was our sideline guy for a lot of years. and we appreciate his work and his friendship. And Blake Collard is a teammate of yours, Larry. Blake was one of our sideline camera operators. He was also mixed doubles today. So
yeah,
got a lot of Pineywood sports people involved today. Here's some good news for center. That's the boys are struggling. Already lost 2, and no clear favorites in the ones that remain. But the girls are doing well. I'm watching. I believe this is Alicia Land. This is Xiomara Gonzalez. Xiomara Gonzalez, the 6th seed, has already won 1 set, and she's leading 4-3 in the second. So Gonzalez is up. Over in the court next to her, court 8, Emmy Wolf is up 3-0 in the first set. So definite advantages here for center.
Okay, you said Xiomara was up in the first set. You said she won the first set.
She won the first set, and then the second, I misspoke. She's down 4-3 in the second. I had it. I told you she was up in the second, but she's got a set lead, but it's still a game in the second. She's trailing 4-3 with her opponent serving. Let's see. Ramos, who had the lead, has lost her first set, and she's down 4-1 in the second.
Ooh.
Not good news there. And then Alicia Landon, the number 4 seed, is tied at 3-all in the first set. So.
And we just heard on the guy said that Pletcher lost his first set 6-2.
Okay. And as they switch sides and go to break, we have Xiomara Gonzalez trailing 5-4. She won the first set, but she's down a game in the second. So we're going to stay here with her because she is the next game that is liable to go one way or the other. It has a good chance of going for center, but center needs it.
Yeah, and on the guy's side, too, Kugler now down 6-5.
He ended up losing 5-6. Wow. Poor old Kugler with a 5-1 lead at one point and loses 5 games in a row. Not expected. That's the way to win. The Ray Jones keys to victory was probably going to lose the line 1 doubles, but we're hoping to win at least most of the rest of them. Well, we didn't. We only took 3 of the rest instead of 4, so we were down at the end of doubles. That's okay though. But then the boys, line 1 and 2, they took care of things so quickly. They got 2 early games. So now what we've got to do is try to take one of the 2 line 1 or 2 girls matches, and then let lines 3, 4, 5, and 6 for both guys and girls do their work. And so far, 2 of those lines, guys in lines, let me see, what is it? The 5 and 6 lines lost their first sets. Not part of the script. And the girls look like they're taking care of business for the most part, although Kinley Ramos, the number 5, jumped off to the big lead, and now she's down in the second 5-1.
Oh.
So Kinley may drop this set pretty quick, and if she does, real bad for the center cause. Okay, I'm back here with Gonzalez, who's serving to try and even the second set. She's down 4-5, has a good serve. When it goes back to her forehand, is just lazy. I say lazy, it's tired. Lazy is a negative word, but I think the heat's getting to them. Again, normally you play team tennis matches after school.
Yeah.
There are a few Saturday matches that are hot, but this is unusual. So you're playing in the heat of the day, and all of them, it's going to be kind of a war of attrition. Emmy Wolf is playing a great match next door, but let's stick with Gonzalez. Lost the first point. Good serve. They're trading forehands. Gonzalez's forehand is real deep and beautiful. Her opponent hits hers out of bounds, 15-all. And again, if she wins this game, she ties the second set at 5. She's already won the first set. 15-all. Gonzalez is served. Nice spin serve. Madisonville gets to it. Good return. Oh, it's a little bit deep. Gonzalez had the exact right shot, just a little bit much. It would have been a winner, but instead it's out by about an inch. 15-30 for Gonzalez. Have three of her guy teammates watching her. First serve, good, hits the line, gets it back, and she short arms, alligator arms, the forehand back across court. Right idea, just didn't have enough energy. It was she was off the court, way back after that lob return, and she didn't hit it hard enough. So she's down 15-40 as she serves. Good serve to the backhand, back to her forehand. She paused and then went ahead and hit it. I don't know why she paused. They're still going. A beautiful forehand. Her opponent gets to it, lobs it. She lobs it back and lobs it way too far. So she drops that game pretty quickly, and it's going to be a super tiebreaker here at the Gonzalez match. Won the first set, dropped the second one. So one set all at the line 6. Obviously, can't overstate the importance of Gonzalez's match. But we're counting on lines 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at 6, she's certainly one that we were counting on, not going her way. Ramos is finished in hers. She drops it 2 sets. I'm not sure what the score is, but in line 5, girls, that goes to Madisonville. So mark that 7-3.
And who was that on there?
That was
Kenley
Ramos.
Kenley Ramos, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, doggone it. She had a good lead to start there, and then she kind of fell apart on her, poor girl, didn't he?
Yeah. And a quick look at Alicia Landon. She is down 5-4 in hers. And it may have just ended. Yeah, Madisonville takes the first set in line 4, girls. Oh, the boat is leaking in all corners, Mr. Pierce. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll cover the super tie break here at line 6, girls. The center desperate for a point, down 7-3. It's by district, brought to you by Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
All righty.
Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the 4-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Steve Waters and his staff, they know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center. Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports center tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Squencher thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier Ice and Water.
All right, back here to the district matchup in Exciting News. Chris, what's happening?
Well, we've got a super tiebreaker with Zamara Gonzalez, our 6th seed. It's 2-2, the tiebreaker, and she just won her 3rd one. Mauricio,
she's up 3-2.
And Keaton's partner, a state competitor, has been watching this whole thing. Mauricio, this has kind of been a war, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's they're neck and neck. It's been close matches all day, but we're pulling through. They're playing good. It's a hot day, but We hope to get the Riders on top.
That's one way to do it is with this win. Up 3-2, second serve, and she pushes her second serve. Unforced error, 3-3. And you just kind of look on her face, body language. Needing water and rest. Of course, your opponent looks the same way. They're like boxers in the late rounds.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy to be. I mean, here in Center it's 87, and so it's got to be even hotter out there on the court. So man.
Right. Good news for Center is Emmy Wolf has won her first set. She's up a set in the line 2.
Okay.
I said they're switching sides at 3-all, and Zamara will get to serve at 3-all.
I think it was 6-2 there for Emmy, so I'm gonna put that on there. Make sure I got
it. Ben Wolf just showed up to watch Emmy here. It's not looking good for the team. Down 7-3. 4-3 after doubles, then we've lost 3 singles, but there's singles that we've kind of figured we lost. So some of our favorites have got to pull through. Emmy's doing good. Oh, there you go. I caught him up and caught the audience up as well. Okay. So I won't get, while I was away, have a first serve fault, second serve. She does okay. She must have lost that point. Okay. So it's 4-3 Madisonville in the super tie break. Remember, first 1 to 10 will take the point. It's a point that Center cannot afford to give away. This girl from Madisonville is the one that serves sidearm. Her second serve, about like the first. Backhand, good backhand, barely across the tape. But Madisonville gets to it, and Zamara's forehand is just lazy, and she hits it too far. But you know what's going on when you see players hitting the ball while facing the net instead of turning aside. But weird serve. This girl didn't quite get over the net, but it's going to be second serve. And she's up 5-3. Zamara gets a good return to the right. Madisonville gets it back. Zamara puts it back to the right. Madisonville hits it deep. So she splits service points there. So I believe it's 5-4 in the super tie break. Zamara to serve, down 1 in the super tie break. And Emmy Wolf up a game, 1-0 in the second set. So it looks like Center's in control in the line 2 girls, but back here Zamara serves. Good backhand return. She has a backhand herself. Her opponent gets to it. Beautiful shot. Zamara with a great defensive shot to the corner, forcing Madisonville to get a backhand over her shoulder. That's a lot to ask. Wins the point, evens the game, 5-all in the super tie break. Intense team tennis when it's good. Zamara serve, good, pulls her opponent to the right. Opponent hits it out of bounds. So Zamara, unless that was called in. So she has won both points and has taken the lead. They should serve, her opponent should serve one of those sidearm sidewinders, and then they should take a break and switch sides if I have the score right. I have it at 6-5. We'll see what happens after this point as the number 1 seeded Madisonville boy comes over to watch this. There's the serve, it's in, and the backhand return is in. Forehand pushes Zamara all the way to the corner, and she can't get it over. It took too much to get there. So Madisonville takes that point, and they are going to they started at 3-3, then they split the next 6 at 6-6 in a dead heat.
And
Zamara won the.
And just hearing that Kugler lost the tiebreaker 8-6 there, so he loses that first set.
8-6 in the tiebreak. I mean, that's first 1 to 7, and it took 8.
Well,
that's crazy.
Should have been 7. I hit 8. That should have been 7. I'm sorry.
No, I think you're right. You have to win by 2.
That's why
yeah,
I put it at
8-6.
Okay, 8-6.
They're underway. The serve is good. Jamara gets it back, and they're trading forehands. Samara moves her to the corner. It's a weak one. Samara comes up, puts it away. Yes, she does. The backhand cross court. Of course, she hit it right back to her. Enough pace to where Madisonville couldn't get it back. So Samara leads 7-6.
Back and forth.
You said that, Al. Poor old Kugler, up 5-1.
Yeah, and then loses in the tiebreaker.
Well, found himself down 6-5, but you have to win by 2. So he wins 6-6. They go to the tiebreak. He loses it 6-8. Okay, the serve, good first serve from Zamara, and she wins it. Her opponent puts it in the net. So that is an 8-6 advantage. Zamara 2 points away from getting centered a badly needed 4th point on the board. Good serve. Finds, and what a great return. The serve was really good, but her opponent moved one step over and put it in the corner where she couldn't get to it. A perfect service return. So it's Zamara leads 8-7, and the serve goes back to Madisonville. Meanwhile, Emmy is up 1-0 in the second set, already leading by 1 set.
Mm-hmm.
A low, incredible serve. I mean, the pitch does not go over her shoulder. Second serve, same way, not quite as much heat. It's a backhand. Zamara has to go get it, then runs back, playing defense. And now they're trading forehands. Zamara with a forehand all the way to the back, and too much. Too much. It's 8-8. Neither boxer can get too far ahead.
Go right back at each other. It's just crazy.
Yeah. First serve for Madisonville is in. Zamara gets it back, and the return hits the tape and goes down. So she wins the 9th one. 9-8. And if she doesn't win her serve here, if she wins it, it's the set. It's the match. It's the match. If she doesn't, they'll trade sides at 9-9. Here she is at 9-8. Serve for the match. One that center has to have. And serves the first one way right. Just missed it. Second serve. Finds it. Backhand. Has to run up to get it. Gets it and moves back. Puts it in the corner, though. Madisonville hisses the forehand. And Zamara puts it in the net. Had the whole court over and netted it. So at 9-9, they'll trade sides again. Or they should. They may not know to, but the assistant coach is speaking to. I'm just going to stay. So I don't know. Maybe I have the score wrong, but I think it's 9-9. If so, they should be switching, but I don't know. We'll see. The serve from Zamara. The return, she called it out, so it's a second serve. It's called out. Her second serve had the nice curve in towards the right corner. Maybe just didn't quite curve enough, so she serves a double fault, and that's got to be 10-9. I mean, it's you don't trade unless it's an odd number. So even though they didn't switch sides, what they were supposed to do, I think now Madisonville, best I can tell, is serving for the match.
Oh,
critical here. That low serve gets in and is out, and if that, let's see that. I obviously don't know the score because they should be shaking hands, and they are shaking hands. Shamara is going to lose it 11-9 in the super tiebreak. And instead of 7-4, it's 8-3. And that takes a lot of the oxygen out of the room.
Man. Yeah, and Kugler loses the first game there, that second set. So.
Yeah,
that's a tough loss there for Zamara, but
it is. She had the opportunities, and let's see, the visitors are up a set in the line 4. That means Madisonville is up a set. The only set we're leading in is Emmy's. This could be over pretty quick. As I move back over to the boys' side, Larry, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
Whatever reason you need flowers, Hughes is the place. For seasonal bouquets or for special events. For weddings or for just because. Hughes Flowers and Gifts is your headquarters. They bring you this broadcast of Bi-District Tennis, and they're proud of the district champion Center Rough Riders. Bring a little color to your world with Hughes Flowers and Gifts.
And back here, checking in on some scoring. Got them Rough Riders need to come on with it here, sir, Chris.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I feel like some Southern Civil War general looking at the battle map, going, "Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work out."
Yeah, might want to pull back and save some lives here.
Yeah, we're down 8-3, and every game on the men's court is Madisonville's favor, as Anthony Harrell is down 4-3 in the first set. I mean, it's still competitive. Our number 6 line boy is Pletcher. He's down a set, down 3-2 in the second set. I mean, still competitive. Poor old seeded Kugler lost the big lead, lost the first set. He's down 1-0 in the second. And Zach Payne is down 3-0 in the first. So no one's leading. We're paying attention now to Anthony Harrell. He is the number 3 single, and he's on serve. I mean, I believe anyway. I think he's serving to tie it at 4-all. I'm not sure about that. It's 4-3, and he's serving. So here on court number 1, it's 3-all. Here's his serve into the net. Second serve, a good one. Backhand return, barely over the net. Anthony he set up and pulled the trigger on the shotgun. Hit a huge forehand right at the feet of his opponent. Wins that 40-30. Up in this game. Next door, Pletcher is going to break. What do you have Pletcher's set at, Larry? Do you have one?
I have him losing the first set 6-2, and he's behind 3-2 right now.
Okay, so now they split games. He's down 4-3 in the second. Harold's first serve at 40-30. It goes deep. The second one, full spin. Little punch return. He gets it back. He comes up to the net and puts it in the net. His opponent hit him the shot he wanted to his forehead, about face high, but he was about 6 feet from the net, and there's too much space between him and the net for the shot he wanted to do. It's deuce. big serve, gets it across, punch return from Madisonville, and Harold guides his return too high and too far. That means he's down in the first set, 5-3. Unforced errors. And of course, Harold is a senior. This is his last team tennis season, so he really wants this. But he's down in the first set. Little baby second serve that he punishes. For Harold, he's got a highlight reel. His points that he's winning are beautiful. The points that he's losing are unforced errors. So it's really almost like he's a solo act, and his opponent is just a co-star. And we'll see if Anthony is brilliant or not. Here's the serve. Good serve. Anthony has to stretch for it. That one was just a good punch from Madisonville. Made Anthony stretch for it. So it's 15-all with Harold down. At the conclusion of this game, we'll take a quick break, and I'll get set up at another match. So here we go. I believe it's 15-all, and the serve is good. Harold gets to it. He crosses court, and his opponent is waiting for the backhand at the net. Harold hits it to him, and it gets a perfect top spin backhand. Gets low under the net, and his opponent can't get it back. So that is another highlight reel point for Harold. She takes the lead, 15-30. Serve to the ad side, hits, and Harold missed. He frames it. Didn't quite get to it. Leaning instead of stepping, which you do in the heat when you've already played a whole match. Hard to remember to tell your body to take the step you need. That's the difference in the next level. There are some guys that even when they're tired, it's just habit to do the right thing over and over and over and over. It takes a lot of repetition. The serve to Harold, again, he reaches for it, lots of spin on it, and he puts it into the net. And so I believe Madisonville now serving, I believe this is for the set at 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage Madisonville.
2-1 in the second set.
Okay. A beautiful serve into the body of Harold. He has to do a defensive backhand, and it goes into the net, and that's going to be the first set, I believe, for Madisonville over here. So it was a naval battle. All the battleships in purple are either sunk or on fire, Mr. Pierce. I think we got one advantage over on the far court with Emmy Wolf. I think she was leading pretty decisively, but 8-3 is the score, right?
Yes.
And not leading anywhere that I can see, so could be bad. Let's take a quick break, and I'm going to go check on Emmy. We'll be right back.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports Center Tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Squencher, thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did it for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier Ice and Water.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the bi-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
Already coming back here, and after a quick break, and thanks to all the wonderful sponsors. And Chris and Bullard, warm afternoon, and the Lady Rough Riders and guys are trying to hang in there.
Yeah, and by the way, Hudson.
Hudson is where you are, sorry.
Yeah, Hudson. Bullard's a little north. Hudson,
yeah, Bullard's coming to town, and that's where I'm going to be taking care of Bullard tonight. Or is it Hudson tonight? I think it's Hudson as well. For volleyball. I think that's right. My bad.
So Hudson's coming to Center for volleyball.
Yeah, that's where
Center
I'll be tonight.
Came to Hudson to play tennis against somebody else.
That's right.
It's a big day.
That's the way it goes.
And when you put all that together and you get Bullard.
Yeah, there you go. Somehow we get Bullard. Same colors, I guess. I don't know. No,
A
they're
little
not.
bit of-
Yeah, I don't know.
A little bit of good news for the purple is Emmy Wolf won the first set. She's up 5-2 in the second and serving for the match. It may be the only point left on the board that the Rough Riders are going to get. Autumn Bennett is warming up. She's our number one singles, but she's in a match that we're not expecting her to win, so that hasn't started yet. Emmy with a good jump first serve. Her opponent gets her racket on it and pushes it wide. So she wins that point. I think that was the first point of this game. I think Emmy is leading 15-love. I think. Here's her second serve. Big jump serve to the backhand. Backhand comes back. Emmy goes to it, gets her racket on it, gets it inside. She stayed up, but I don't think she thought her opponent was going to get to it. She stayed flat-footed until after contact was made and didn't quite have enough time to get to the shot. So she loses the point. I believe it's 15-all. Emmy is also a volleyball player, so she is very well conditioned. She gets a good serve. Return to her backhand, keeps it low, and the return from Madisonville in the net. So I believe here this is 30-15, 2 points away from the match, which might be the only single that Center is able to put on the board. Don't know that, but it's going to take some good second set play. Serve, good return. Emmy has to go get it like a hook shot, but she does. The big lob. And I think that's the game. And if it is the game, she's hitting it over to her opponent to serve it. But I don't think she's supposed to. I think she just won it. I don't know why her opponent is serving. Why is the opponent serving?
It's 5-2.
Emmy lost that one?
Well, she won that one, but she was down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so they had the score on wrong. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I reported, I don't know that is right. I think Emmy may be down in the second set, 2-5, instead of up 5-2. So the game she just won, instead of winning the match, gives her a 3-5 deficit. I think that's what Ben says. The scoreboard says it should be over. So can't trust the scoreboard.
Yeah, don't trust my scoreboard. No, this one, ours is right, though, as long as, I think we're right.
Well, Emmy just put away 2 shots in a row against the Madisonville serve. So the good news is she's playing great. But I think the girls just had the score wrong. Instead of a 5-2 lead, it was a 5-2 deficit. Now it's 5-3. And she's fighting for her life in the second set. Her opponent it's a good serve, good return from Emmy, and then the next shot's long from Madisonville. So Emmy's cleaning up 1-3 in a row, is up below 40. And then we'll see what happens if she wins the point when they go to the scoreboard. There's the good first serve, just hits the top of the tape. Emmy's got to go get the ball, so there's a break in the action. And see, now, Larry, it's a matter of time. If a couple of these games we're not watching were to come to an end, and it goes Madisonville's way, they call it, and Emmy's game wouldn't even count. You want to get hers on the board. There's the serve. It's good. She gets to it. Yep. Little chop return. She gets to it. Makes her opponent run. She gets to the net. Emmy has to wait for the bounce, frames it, and it bounces into the net.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there because I'm getting some updates from our scorekeepers out there, and Zach Payne now down 4-1 his first set. Cougar was trailing in his, Pletcher trailing in his. So those could come to an end before Emmy's even gets close to there.
Yeah, that's right. Especially if she ends up tying and going to some sort of tiebreaker. The first serve is out. Second serve, she comes up for it. Backhand, pity pat. Backhand into the net from her opponent, who is getting tired. So, let's see. She looks like she's going to serve again. So, obviously, kind of distracted looking around at everything else going on. I didn't get this game score right, but I've seen Emmy now win 3 points. Good serve to the backhand. Emmy gets it back. Cut shot to the backhand again. Emmy gets it back. Madisonville comes to the net. Makes Emmy run for it. Hits it over her head, but it's out. So that means the way I have it, if it's back in the ad court, I know Emmy's 1-3, so this looks like deuce. This is game point, but it might be set point for Madisonville. Serves the first one into the net. The next one is a pity pat. Emmy gets it back. Now they're trading pity pats. Cut shot. Emmy comes to the net. Gets it across. She's at the net. Now can the lob go overhead? Nope. Emmy pounces on it like a tiger. And so Emmy realizes, okay, she is basically taking the red score. And it's 5-4. Yeah, she won 2, so she's still in it. So she did win the first set, yes?
Yeah, I had her 6-2 in the first set.
Yeah, because Center is home, Madisonville is varsity, so they have it reversed. Okay, I think she won the first set, but now I don't know because who knows? Well, she's fought her way back, whatever the case, but not really sure if she's even up a set, Larry, because they may have had this scoreboard backwards the whole time. Remember, the kids keep the score.
Right.
There is a UIL official roaming around in case they're needed, but nobody even knows that this is happening. So other girls' games going on. Most of them are early, but the one that is kind of most disturbing is line 4, Alicia Landon is struggling, down a set and down 5-2. So she's a game away, if the scoreboard's to be believed, from dropping that one. So I tell you what we'll do. We will keep it here and we'll watch the Landon match, because if the scoreboard is to be believed, she is serving to try to stay alive. If she were to drop, that would be the 9th win for Madisonville. And then, hey, a 10-3 win would be a surprisingly lopsided. That would be big. That's something like a 70-21 victory in football.
Kugler's coming back here in the second set. He's up 3-2.
Good.
Pletcher's up 4-3 in his second set.
Good. So both of the boys, after losing sets, are showing some resilience. And Emmy just won another point on court 8. But Alicia, first serve is wide. Second serve is a pity pat to the backhand. Pity pat back to her. Pity pat forehand. Pity pat backhand. Big forehand. Move Madisonville back. Now she sized up the forehand, hit it softly, and just outlasted. Madisonville hits it in the net. So Alicia stays alive for another point. But she's down a set and down 5-2 if the scoreboard is to be believed. Oh, man, watching Wolf hit an ace hardware ace. Looped her with all the hardware you can eat. Hardware and wedding presents, it's all there at Ace Hardware. An ace from Emmy. Never even touched it. Well, she wins the game, so it's 5-5 over there.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia still serving. Good serve. Backhand is out of bounds. She plays it anyway. Still alive. Alicia, over to the Madisonville backhand. Gets it back. A pity pat forehand makes her run. Gets to it. Pushes Alicia back. Gets the lob over her head. Well done. And so Alicia's going to take that game and stay alive. Let's see if they adjust the scoreboard what it is. She's 5-3. Okay. And so the Madisonville girl is serving for the match over there. while Hope Nearing is on the court, the number 3 seed, early in her game. By the way, she's down. And number 1 seed on the court, she's down 1 game, 1-0. Autumn Bennett. But Amy, I would have sworn, she's finished. She's won. She's way ahead, but they had the scoreboard mixed up. So I don't know what's up. It's 5-5.
Well, it's 5-5 over there, and then they had her winning that first set, but maybe it was the opposite too. Maybe who knows?
That's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she won the first set. She was, but I don't know if they had the scoreboard wrong the whole time. We don't know. They are sitting and trading cannons at the net, and Amy usually wins that one, but she got out cannoned, that gun. And they're going to the net and trading balls, and they've adjusted the scoreboard, and it is 6-5, and it's 6-5 home, but since they have it backwards, it's 6-5, I guess, Madisonville. So Amy's got a hold serve to go to 6-6, and then force a tiebreaker for the set. We just don't know if it's a second set or a first set win, because we're in the dark and there's no one to ask. But Alicia is taking a serve to stay in it, and both of them are playing really conservatively. They're playing pickleball, really. But I mean, it's a strategy that seems to be working for Alicia, so she won the first point. And at the 4th line, and both players are capable of a whole lot more pace on their shots, but they're tired and conservative. So the first serve from Madisonville doesn't quite get over the net. Just watched Hope Nearing on her court, awfully tired after her epic doubles match. She hit a double fault. Okay. Alicia takes the serve, pity pats it, hits pity patted back. She comes up to take it to the net and nets it. She's going to hit the shot, be at the net, make the opponent work, but instead she netted her volley. So came in and gave that one away. 15-all, the serve. They're lobbing back and forth to each other. Big lob from Landon. It's in, forcing a backhand return. She frames it, gets it over the net. Alicia didn't want to do a mistake again, so she had a chance to go serious, and she didn't take it. And then the lob back, and she decided to really go into the backhand and hit it too far. And I think that was the end of that one. So Landon at the 4th seed dropped, and it's 9-3. The next Madisonville victory will be it. So we better take a break and figure out where the next game is, Mr. Pierce. We'll coming to the end of the by-district tournament, brought to you by Hughes Forest. We'll be right back.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center. Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the 4-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name. And they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
You're watching PSPN's coverage of the bi-district UIL tennis tournament. The Center Rough Riders versus the Madisonville Mustangs, live from Hudson High School.
All right, we're back here, and Chris, so we've got some info. It is 10-3 now, and we found out that Emmy had her stuff backwards. Alicia lost that one, so that's kind of it, huh?
Both girls were keeping score backwards. We were excited that Emmy won the first set and was way ahead in the second one, and then when she just won her sixth game, they didn't quit. It was because they had the score backwards, and on that scoreboard, the visitors were center. So she ends up losing 6-2, I guess 6-4 or 7-5. I guess it was 6-2, 7-5. And that was the 10th one. So whatever the score was over here at the gentleman's is just a matter of history because it's not going to count.
I see.
But from what I can tell, Madisonville was leading in all of them. Zach Payne in the first set is down 5-2. He's serving. That's at line 4. In the Kugler game, it's been quite a war. He loses the first set, but he's up 4-3 in the second. And then they have both the split sets in the Pletcher match, the line 6, and they were starting a tiebreaker. So a couple of games that might have gone center's way. And then over in the Anthony Harold one, he is down 2-1 after losing the first set, but still they're just going after it. So evenly matched men's games, but the first two really weren't. The lines 1 and 2, Madisonville's, those are the best two tennis players here. The others, competitive. Center fighting back. Same way with the girls, competitive, but Madisonville had the balls bounce their way. So, you know what that means, Larry? Officially, bi-district is over and the tennis team fall season is over as Madisonville wins the games it needs to, 10-3. So, appreciate Hughes Flowers and Gifts and all our sponsors. We'll hear from Hughes Flowers, and then we'll have the post-game show coming up next from Aurora Concepts.
Whatever reason you need flowers, Hughes is the place. For seasonal bouquets or for special events. For weddings or for just because. Hughes Flowers and Gifts is your headquarters. They bring you this broadcast of bi-district tennis, and they're proud of the district champion Center Rough Riders. Bring a little color to your world with Hughes Flowers and Gifts. NETSN and Pineywood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the Riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops and tires, now expanding their service. And Covington Lumber, your third generation supply store and lumberyard.
Hey, did you hear that?
Alrighty, we're back here, and thank you for watching the Team Tennis bi-district round. Larry Pierce here in the Bulls Fleet Blimp. Center loses it to the Madisonville Mustangs 10-3. Time for the Aurora Concepts post-game show, and we're going to get to that, and we'll be right back to talk to Chris here in just a minute.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Coming on back here, and Chris, the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Let's where are we going with this thing, man?
We are going to talk about the Dairy Queen play of the tournament. For me, it was the mixed doubles. They lost. They didn't win many games, but the one game I saw them play, Blake Collard and his partner Zoe Shelton against, a senior talented team, made the most perfectly placed shots all over the court, and one broke their serve in 4 consecutive points. To me, it was the best played game, and I think they only won 2, but the one of the ones that they won, I got to see it. That's the Dairy Queen play of the tournament. It was also time to do what we do on football. This is new. Dennis Liker, Plum Crazy Plumbing. It's the Plum Crazy moment. And for me, the Plum Crazy moment was having the score board opposite over on that court with Emmy, because every time I looked up, Emmy was winning the point. And it looked like from the scoreboard, she's definite control. She wasn't. They had the scoreboard backwards, and as a result, that was the 10th game. We were over there to celebrate the center win, but Plum Crazy, they had the scoreboard backwards. That's the Plum Crazy moment of the game, and time for something to smile about is what's going on right now. The boys went ahead and finished the game and the side out they were playing. Every 2 games you switch sides. So they went ahead and played it out, and every game, I think, that was played out, the center boys won.
There you go.
They never gave up for even a second. So that is definitely something to smile about.
Right.
From Wyndham Family Dental. Did anything strike you during the course of the day in the blimp, something to smile about?
Just the excitement of everybody being there, and the good folks that are willing to text us and keep us invited in this. It was just that kind of stuff is pretty cool. You get everybody involved with it, and that makes me smile. We get a lot of help from folks. So we need all the help we can get sometimes, Chris.
Absolutely. Hey, when we come back, we'll have a Gaddy's Medical Supply fan of the game, which will be difficult. Probably finding parents to talk to when we come back.
At Wyndham Family Dental, it's always about family. Their family welcomes you. Their family takes care of you. At Wyndham Family Dental, it comes down to this.
If you have something to smile about, smile.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Already back here to Chris, and we got to the some other stuff going on here is on our Aurora Concepts post-game show. Moving on.
Gaddy's Medical Supply always brings us our cheerleader spotlight, or if no cheerleaders, our fan of the game. We got one. Mauricio from the class of 2019, right? Okay, you had some team tennis battles yourself. Was there ever one you remember losing that you weren't really either expecting to lose or it got away from you? And can you remember this feeling, in other words?
Yeah. We definitely had a lot of them. Me and Keaton. The one I remember and can't forget is the state game. That state game was really close. Over 2 hours being played, and should have been hours, went the wrong way, but we know this feeling very well.
There's just nothing to do about it. They just had to go congratulate the other team, and that's got to hurt too.
Yeah, they played a great season. Lots of good players, a couple seniors on the team. Sorry for them, but they played their hearts out. They played real good today.
They did, and young team, so they'll be back.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of intriguing young players. They've got a good shoulder on their head, and man, it's looking good for next year.
All right, Mauricio, thank you. That's class 2019. And then the voice of the center rough rider, Rob Payne. It's your first time to really see a team tennis season. It's fun when they win, but it's not the other way.
The kids worked hard. The kids played hard. You're right. Losses are always tough, but you can learn from it as well. And Coach Dykes does a great job with these kiddos, and the center team tennis and tennis players did a great job, great showing today, and just came out on the short end.
Yeah, Madisonville
had something to say about that. They had a mighty good showing themselves. They did. Madisonville's team did a really good job today. So there you go. Those are our fans of the game. Right now, all that's left in the show is hopefully talk to Coach and hopefully talk to our player of the game. And we'll try to do that as they are just now finishing their team meeting. We'll hear from Gaddies and Aurora Concepts. We'll be back to wrap up the Aurora Concepts postgame show.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
And back here in the Aurora Concepts post-game show, and now to talk to players and coaches of the game out there, Chris.
Yep, and we have Hope Nearing, that was a marathon doubles match. You were way down and fought your way back. Talk about some point in that second set when it must have crossed your mind, maybe we can do this.
Probably whenever we won our first point in that second set, whenever it was 1-3, we just started thinking if we could win one, we could win them all, and we just kept going, and we just wanted to see how many points we could get, and if we were going to lose, we were going to lose with a bang.
And that it was a great comeback, but you got short. And now you're thinking, I don't know, I would be exhausted. You're thinking, I got to play singles. Was that lurking around in your head?
Oh, yeah. I took a nap before my singles match.
That's very smart. I'm impressed you could do that. Well, I'm sorry about the outcome, but yeah, you fought hard. And please tell the team that the broadcast team enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
All right. Not a lot of fun, Larry, when you're on this end of it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate Hope. Let's hear from Center Motor, and while we're at commercial, I'll see if I can find Coach and get a word from him. I know he's busy right now, but we'll try to locate him, all right?
All right, here we go.
When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think?
Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
What do you expect from a good coach like Leon Dykes? Well, to get you prepared, to have all the basic skills taken care of, and all of the eventualities at least covered, so that you will be ready for the future. That's what they do at JBA Financial. They evaluate today and get you prepared for tomorrow. That's why it makes sense for JBA Financial to support Center Rough Rider Tennis.
And back now to talk to Coach.
Yeah, thank you. With my super advanced microphone, Coach, you knew that things had to go a certain way, and they just didn't.
They just didn't. I felt like when that line 2 boys doubles, I felt like it had to fall our way. Line 1 girls doubles, if we could have somehow pulled that second set and had that go our way, it's 5-2 versus 3-4, where it just felt like the momentum and you could almost feel the air sucked out. And it's hot out here, but it felt like a lot of the air went out of the balloon right there when we go down 3-4 instead of possibly being up 5-2. So that gave them a ton of momentum going into singles, and then I knew at the top of their singles lineup that 1 and 2 boys, they're tough, and so for them to come off, be up 6-3 and real quick, that just gave the rest of the team, I feel, like a little boost. And
Center looking at the bottom of a mountain that seemed impossible to climb.
It's not impossible, but it sure felt that way when all of a sudden it's 3-6, 3-7, and then you've got close match, and you lose 2 of those. Then all of a sudden it's 3-9. So I mean, it's one of those things where you hope that the kids learn from it and tomorrow it puts a little fire in their belly to be like, you know what? I need to put it in that little bit of extra time because I don't want that to have that same feeling happen to me next year. So I hope there's a little bit of energy brought out from this, even though it's a loss.
And you've got sophomores that I know live by that. They are at the courts all the time.
I know they do. It's hard to I'm trying to stay positive with them. At the same time, you want to coach them up and be tough on them at the same time. And so there's that fine line. And I feel like that those sophomore group and the ones coming back will have that fire to get back there. So,
Coach, how good is this district next to us? That's Madisonville's the 4 seed.
That's what I was trying to explain to people is that they may not understand that we're 5th in the region ranked. The 4 top teams in the region are all in the same district.
Didn't know that. Didn't realize it was that crazy.
Yeah. So I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew everything was going to run through District 18 this year.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We'll do it again in the spring.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
How about that, Larry?
Yeah.
The top 4 teams in the region are all in the district next to us. That puts Madisonville, the number 4 seed in their district, is also the number 4 seed in the region.
Wow. That's good stuff right there.
That's not supposed to happen. Hey, we've taken care of all of our sponsors, haven't we? We're pretty much ready to end this.
We pretty much got everything taken care of out there, Yeah, so we got them all done
today. I'm gonna kick it back to you after I say congratulations to Madisonville, and also thank you to Randy Collar, to Kim and Rob Payne, to the both Narings, to Ashley Wolf, and to Carrie Ramus for being our scorekeepers and keeping us up to date. Yep. Appreciate Bowles Feed and the Bowles Feed Blimp and you, Larry. We're only going to do this once in the fall, but we'll do it again in the spring. Thanks a lot. I'll kick it back to you, Larry.
All right, Chris, be careful. We'll see you.
Thank you.
All righty. So there we go. Chris is on his way back there, and that's going to wrap it up for our by-district tennis. And Rough Riders lose at 10-3 to Madisonville here today. Big thank you to everyone, and a big thank you to Aurora Concepts for our post-game show. We'll see you tonight. Foursome Center Rough Rider volleyball. They'll take on Hudson. It'll be right around 6 o'clock here on NETSN. Have an awesome, blessed, and wonderful night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pinewood Sports Network, an affiliate of NETSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.